Yo everybody, hi, my name is Lampy, small-time illustrator, football-sized moth. I do a lot of drawing streams, occasional gaming streams, and sometimes some live 2D rigging streams, and today is one of those drawing streams. We're gonna be finishing off the horse over here. I gotta lower the volume on my end, I can't hear myself. Anyway, we're gonna be working on the horse model over here after I get rid of this cat. Now that screenshot. Unload model. There we go. Did they update the cat to have his tongue stick out? I saw that for like a second. Like, I'm sorry, what was that? Anyway, welcome on in. Today we're going to be finishing off the horse model. We're going to be working on that, and then we might actually get into the live 2D rigging phase. We'll find out as we go along. With that being said, happy Friday. Hope you're all having a good weekend, and happy Saturday to some of you that are in the future. I hope things are going well, all that good stuff. And always remember, don't let anyone tell you how to live your life, how to spend your weekend. Spend it however you like, because you know what? We're all stuck out here trying to deal with what we got to deal with. If you get a little bit of free time, spend it the way you like. So long as you ain't hurting nobody. All that good stuff. Also, welcome on in there, Ryu, Mayoto, Liliana the Fae, Mr. C, Blobby. Hope you're all doing well. Oh, cool. You have a crow? Yeah. Hold on. Check it out. Check it out. It's even got wings. Check this out. Yeah. I like that part. But yeah, let's give a shout out to the Mayoto. As soon as I figure out how to spell again, I'll figure it out. Go check out Mayoto. Really awesome people. Really cool times over there. If you're a fan of Metal Gear or the Super Golf, go check out Mayoto. They're going to be playing a lot of stuff, and they got some big plans in the future. Look forward to that. Let's also give a shout out to Liliana the Fae. They also do art streams. They also play some fork knives. They play a good variety of stuff. Go check them out. I highly recommend it. And also, let's give a shout out to the belated birthday boy, Blobby Derp. They just had a birthday earlier today. Wish them a happy birthday, all that good stuff. Also, I hope you had a lot of fun with their Blobby. I hope you had a great birthday. Also, go check out Blobby. Very chill streams, really awesome folks. They do all sorts of stuff. Video editing, music videos, perfume making, crafting, like building and tweaking whatchamacallit, what are they called? Nerf guns, stuff like that. There's another thing that I'm missing, but I can't quite remember it at the moment, but they do all sorts of stuff. Go check them out. Well, yeah. I'm glad that you like the bird wing.
Moth Tax. Moth Tax. This is your Streamly Moth Tax.
No Moth Tax.
Hi Lampy. How are you doing today? Hope life's been lifing? I can't stay.
Fair. Thank you for the bits though there, Night Shadow. Let's give a shout out to Night Shadow as well. It's someone's birthday? Yeah. Well, technically it was Blobby's birthday a couple days ago. I just didn't recognize it. I didn't realize it until earlier because, okay, I'm not gonna lie. Whenever I see birthdays, it's usually, whenever I see someone mentioning their birthday, it's usually a week from now or a couple days from now. So I'm like, hey, happy birthday. Like, oh, it's not my birthday yet. That's got to be coming up later this weekend. Like, oh, gotcha. So when I saw Blobby's birthday thingy, I was like, oh, I need to find out what day that is. Turns out it was the day that like the 5...
Computer, put a maid outfit on the moth immediately.
Joke's on you. We don't have AI here. Wait, did I shout out Blobby twice? No, I'm supposed to shout out Night Shadow. But yeah, it turns out, yeah, no, I missed that. I didn't realize that day was Blobby's birthday until like a day later. Also, go check out Night Shadow, folks. Night Shadow's awesome people. Really cool times over there. If you're a big fan of Persona, go check that out. Or you're going to enjoy your time there if you're a big fan of Persona. Hello, June birthday buddies. Yeah, see, there you go. I haven't played Royale yet. That's today. Oh, see, there you go. Well, there's your answer. All right. So, folks, we got a lot of the parts done for the model. We got the front legs done. We got the back legs done. We got the body, the front of the snout, the back of the snout, or, you know, the top part of the mouth, which is that front snout, the bottom half of the mouth, which is the back snout, all of that stuff. Hold on a minute. Where's that other piece? There it is. So we got to bring that back, and we got to bring... Yeah, there we go. We got the front of the snout. We got the back of the snout, or the bottom of the snout. We got the tongue. We got the back of the mouth. We got the teeth. We got the nostrils. We got all of that stuff. We got the eye and the eye shine. We got the front of the ear, the back of the ear, the front of the hair, the back of the hair. We even had some extra features that we wanted to add to this thing, which was the front and the side of the mohawk. But now, there's only one last thing we need to do. Technically, the model should be finished. Oh, we also got the little tail down there. The model and the rainbow barf. Cannot forget the rainbow barf. Why? I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. Why did I do this? I thought it was funny. Anyway. But we're missing one last thing. There was a certain thing that I decided to add, mostly because I thought, you know what? I don't play a lot of Uma Musume. Actually, I've never played Uma Musume in my life. But I did follow along with the memes, and there was one horse in particular that I really, really liked. And that one was Gold Chip. So we're giving them Gold Chip hair. We're giving them the hair. We're giving them the hat. Hold on a minute. Let me get rid of the hair right quick. We're giving them the hair. We're giving them the hat. And we're giving them those ear cups that are on the sides and the little hat. Of course, we're not putting any of the of course, we're not putting any of the insignias. But we're kind of just gonna put like a little Gold Chip hairstyle on. But if anyone asks, it's not Gold Chip. It's just some sort of anime style. Yeah. Yeah. Yes, we're definitely making bootleg Gold Chip. Alright, let's get started. Let's start with the hat. First, let's get our selection tool. Select the outside. Modify, expand by 2, just to be safe. Make a new layer underneath that hat. And invert the design. There we go. We can't forget Rainbow Barf. Exactly, we got to get Rainbow Barf in there. That's a fully decked out horse. Oh yeah. I mean, we could have went further and beyond, but I didn't want to go through all that work. There was 2 different ways we could have went even further beyond, which was, how do I put this? One way would have been adding more of the Uma Musume hairstyles, which, good lord, I'm not going through all that work. The second one would have been adding more generic horse hairstyles that were mentioned in the first time we started doing the stream. Because there was a lot of hairstyles that were mentioned. There was something about, like, I forgot what it was called, but it was something with braids. And I was like, I like that idea. And then as I started working more and more on the horse, I realized my brain is too fried. I cannot do this. So we're just sticking with mohawk and generic horsehair. Those are the 3, and now Gold Chip. Because part of me was like, you know what? One more thing. That's legally distinct horse silver ship. Nah, silver boat. Yeah. No. That's silver chariot. Yeah. Oh, wait, no. That's not Gold Ship, that's silver chariot. Wait, I gotta come up with something else. Bronze cart. Yeah, it's bronze cart. There we go. That's fair. I've actually recently went back to playing Uma Musume. How is it? Are there any new horsies? Hello, how are you doing today, Lampy? Yo, Amber. I'm doing alright. I've been working on some things here and there. We're just starting on the horse. We just got to work on the hat a little bit. We're going to make it a somewhat beige hat. Or burgundy hat. Once we're done, we'll be all set. It'll be all good. What's this layer 2? How many layers did I make? Well, there's my answer. I just started making layers and not even doing anything with them. Hold on. Let's invert. Have that new layer, layer 2. That layer we do not need to name at all whatsoever because, in all honesty, it's not really going to... what's the word I'm looking for? We don't have to name that one. Mostly because it's going to be merged with the hat layer anyway. So, we won't have to worry too much about that. Let's give a slight hint of blue to that color there. That should be good. Now, let me see. Ah, yes, nice to meet you, Silver Boat. I mean, Silver Chariot. I mean, Bronze Cart. Yeah, exactly. Because I realized, Silver Boat, it's a little too close to Gold Ship, but Silver Chariot is also a JoJo character, or a JoJo stand. So yeah, Bronze Cart. Yeah, can't nobody say nothing about Bronze Cart. Am I right? Yeah. And sometimes bronze gets really close to silver, so that works too. Also, hold on a minute. Take this. I see you. Folks, go check out Bambi. Bambi makes a lot of amazing art. Go commission Bambi before Bambi... Yeah, go commission Bambi. That's the #1 thing. Go commission Bambi. You can get amazing arts from Bambi like this, like this emote right here. You see that lizard emote? That was animated by Bambi. I also play a good variety of games, really funny stuff. Go to sleep. Let's also give a shout out to Mooney. You go to bed. All right, Mooney and Bambi are just arguing with each other. While they're arguing with each other, let's shout them out. Go check out Mooney too. Mooney plays a good variety of games. If you're a fan of what's it called? If you're a fan of Marvel Rivals, you should check them both out. They play a lot of that stuff. They're also trying to get me into it, and someone send help. Like, seriously. Hold on a minute. No, seriously, someone send help. They keep trying to get me into Marvel Rivals. I don't want to go back to Overwatch. I don't want to. You can't make me. Anyway. Bird Angel? Alright, we gotta switch the bird out. But before the bird goes, I haven't done this part in a long time. Before the bird goes, they're still in Ryu's card. Hold on a minute. There it is. They always gotta steal Ryu's card. I also just realized this one is supposed to go away. There we go. Now we're all set. Horse indeed. Been Goofy did the recent summer event and had been messing around. I originally started playing again because a friend of mine...
we need you in Marvel Rivals. Join us.
No, you can't make me. It ain't happening. Originally, I started playing again because a friend of mine started playing. Oh, fair enough. That's usually what gets a lot of people back into video games, or certain games. Like for me, Risk of Rain 2, I hadn't played it in ages, and then one friend of mine started playing it, and they were like, I don't know what to do. And I'm like, all right, you, me, Risk of Rain 2, we're figuring this out. And now they platinum the entire freaking game, and I'm like, you platinumed everything? Even the DLC? Like, yeah. Like, how? It turns out they were more obsessed with this game than I was. And that is really saying something. They were so obsessed with that stuff that they were even playing characters that they do not like just to get the achievements. I was like, oh, okay. All right. Also, let's give a shout out to Nazcat. Go check out Nazcat. Nazcat does a lot of art. They play a good variety of games. Really awesome people over there. Go check them out. Join us? No. See, this is what I have to deal with. I have to deal with this. I had to deal with Mooney and Bambi and Ryu and them doing this sort of nonsense. Also, thank you for the 100 bits. Save your money. Also, let me see. Marvel Rivals is such a big game, though. It is. But I've already played Overwatch, and I see how y'all are reacting. I've seen how you get... Yeah, I've seen how... Well, I've seen how Bambi and Mooney react to this. I know another friend who just started playing... Well, they started playing Overwatch. Still, they played Marvel Rivals too. I saw how they react to this. I've seen how other people have been playing Marvel Rivals. I'm like, I do not want to go back to this. Why would you want to curse me with this? And what do I mean by how they react? They are raging. They are complaining about the other players because the other players are being toxic. I mean, they are being toxic, but still, that's also a deterrent. I do not want to deal with the toxic players. What? We just hit plat. I've seen what it takes to hit plat. I've seen what sort of blood-boiling torture you have to put yourself through to get to plat. Nah. Nah. You ain't dragging me down with you. Or dragging me up. You ain't dragging me up with you. Does look fun. I've seen friends play it, and I've played in a few times in the past, but my storage is just full. That's fair, that's fair. To be fair, you also play Valorant, so I'm not surprised. Plushy Moth. Okay, how do I do this? Okay, I know what I could do. There we go. Close enough. Thank you for redeeming Plushy Moth. Us toxic? Never. Sure, yeah. I see how you talk about Yu-Gi-Oh! Too there, Ryu. There's our Yu-Gi-Oh! That's our Yu-Gi-Oh! Moment right there. I mean, to be fair, I can at least say Ryu's less toxic about Yu-Gi-Oh! Than I am. I will rant and rave about this way too much. Oh yeah, sometimes getting angry is the fun part. How is that the fun part? You know what? Fair enough. Lampster? Yo, Blobby. Happy birthday. Hope things be well. I swear, if it wasn't for last night, I would have been a week sober of Valorant. Ah, see, that's what I was talking about earlier. Like, you play Valorant, so I can understand why you would see Overwatch and the other games as fun, despite all the raging. Wait, let me go look back at Gold Chip's hat right quick. I mean, let me go look at a undisclosed horse figure hat right quick. Yeah. Oh, that's more of a brown color. Okay. There we go. Something a little more down that road. Ah, perfect. Although, maybe I should make it red, just so it's indistinguishable. But people will know what it is. No, I forgot. I was going to make all these gray. This way, you could color it however you wish. There we go. That was the goal in mind. We make it gray, so you can turn it into whatever you want. That is the goal. Let's bring this down just a little bit. Actually, you know what? Here's what we're going to do. Bring it all the way back up there. Bring it down to 50. There we go. put the transparency lock on that, so we could just put this down the middle. Make sure our brush is at 0% sharpness. Actually, we'll add that after. Let's first add the shadow. Then we add everything else. I used to play League of Legends. Oh no! See, this is why Mooney's dead inside. They used to play League of Legends. Like, now I'm seeing all of this. Like, you know what? This is starting to make a lot of sense. Also, folks, go check out Mooney. They make a lot of deadpan jokes. They play a good variety of stuff. Go support them. Pay the bark tax. Also, pay the dragon tax. I am fighting the urge to make the D's nuts joke, but yeah, go pay the dragon tax. And the bark tax. Alright, let's see. Now that I think about it, it might have been 2 weeks. Hey, see, 2 weeks sober. Although, they'll be playing Valorant again, I'm pretty sure of it. Valid argument, but that means nothing to me because I activate Super Poly. It's not stealing my Gate Guardian. Let's see. The rage is the fun part because you get... Oh. Because you get to get all the normal days frustration out then. I mean... I suppose that's one way to look at it. You know, if it works for you, it works for you. If you're able to be a functioning human being after that, you know what? You keep on raging. That's what matters. Get a bit, just a bit of distressing, you know? Oh, de-stressing. Yeah. Yeah, actually, you know what? Honestly, yeah, I could actually see that. That actually makes a lot of sense. Still, I'm not going into Overwatch. You can't make me. Y'all enjoy Overwatch and Rivals and Valorant and League of Legends all you want. Just don't drag me with you. Don't drag me with you. Plus, whenever you pop off in the game, satisfaction is amazing. I miss those days. I miss when Yu-Gi-Oh! Was satisfying. You know what? I could see where you're coming from. That's actually a very valid point right there. That's actually very valid and very solid. Or you could get Lampy merch. No. I mean, we do have Lampy merch. Oh, yeah, that reminds me. I need to do something about that. Hold on a minute. I'm just going to pin that right there. Thank you for reminding me. I needed to pin that. Yo, Sherper and Wheezy, welcome on in there. Horse. Gold ship? No. That's not gold ship. That's, very distinct, totally not Uma Musume character, bronze cart. Yeah. We originally were going to go with Silver Ship, but then Silver Ship sounded too close, and I thought, you know what? Silver Boat. And then it occurred to me, wait, Silver Chariot. And then I realized, wait, no, that's a JoJo character. So now we just dropped on Bronze Cart. Yeah. It doesn't roll off the tongue as well, but you know what? Yes, of course. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Also, let's give a shout out to a couple folks. Don't worry, folks, this is just a shouting out phase. Let's give a shout out to Sherbert. Go check out Sherbert the Poet. They also do a lot of art. They also do a lot of amazing art. Well, actually, all art is amazing because you put some effort in it. That's what matters. But yeah. Go check out Sherbert. They do amazing art. Very chill times over there. Really cool streams. Really fun times. If you haven't checked out Sherbert, you're doing yourself a disservice. They also have a vgen. They also make like little YCHs of characters and stuff. Go check them out. Go commission Sherbert as well. And let's also give a shout out to Wheezy. Wheezy doesn't stream, but they do make art. They make art for a lot of communities. They actually made some art for this community. They made hold on a minute. Let me go find that image right quick. Yes, we're hey is for horses. Hey, speaking of horses. Let me see. Where is it? There we are. Actually, since we're here, we were talking about both Sherbert and yeah, so since we were talking about both Sherbert and Wheezy, one is one of Sherbert's arts. Sherbert has also made a lot of fan art in this community. Really awesome stuff. Look at this. They made a freaking playing card, which you too can get your own playing card on their vgen. Where's the other one? Where's the other one? Well, if I'm correct, this was also Sherbert, and they committed, or yeah, they just put a bit of arson. I love that one. And then there was one more. Actually, there have been a few more, but there's one more in particular that has always catches my eye. And yet I cannot see it for the light. There it is. This one right here. Really awesome work. I could not believe that stuff. Like, holy cow. Look at it. Look at it. That is some phenomenal work right there. So yeah, that's Sherbert the Pode. Sherbert makes a lot of amazing art. Go check out Sherbert. Speaking of amazing art, where is it? Because you ain't getting away, Wheezy. We're not done yet. Wheezy made this art. Really phenomenal stuff. They couldn't figure out how to make a Lampy into a mermaid, so they decided to make the bird a mermaid, and I greatly appreciate that. That is phenomenal. And we're still in there anyway. That's what matters. Go check them out. This is what I meant by before. Wheezy makes art. Wheezy makes a lot of amazing art. Go check out Wheezy as well. Really phenomenal stuff. Go check them out. Also, Brett, welcome on in. How you be? As a man, I don't want any trouble. And drop your wallet. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Save your money. Save your money. That's a joke. That's a joke. Can't wait for my Lampy merch to arrive. Oh, you bought the mug and sticker. Hey, thanks, Wheezy. I greatly appreciate that. I hope you enjoy the merch. Speaking of which, you know what? I think this is the perfect time to do some shameless promotion right now. Folks, it's Friday. We got whatchamacallit. It's Friday. And there is merch on the Fourth Wall page. We got mugs. We got stickers. We got hoodies. We got Lampy plushies. We got Lampy 3D printed figures. All of that available on the Fourth Wall page, which is pinned at the top up there. If you wanted to support the channel and you wanted to get some cool merch out of it, or at least I think it's cool merch. I'd like to say it's cool merch. Then go check out the Fourth Wall today. No pressure. Love Inva's hair in that one by Wheezy. Looked like wings still. Yeah, that was amazing stuff right there. Wheezy did amazing work on that art. So did Sherbert. Both of them did amazing work on that art. I misheard the shout out to Sherbert the Perf. Get your head out of the gutter, Ryu. Get your head out of the gutter. We're talking about Sherbert the Pode. Pode. You goon. Are you on Art Fight this year, Lampy? Honestly, I usually skip Art Fight for two reasons. One, I don't have the time. Two, I've seen how people talk about Art Fight, and I would hate to be that person where I just put the characters up there and then I never draw anybody, but other people draw Lampy, and I'm like, because I've heard people say, you know, they do the art fight, they do the art fight, they drop the art, and then they hear nothing from that person, and I'm like, and you know, it makes them feel bad, and also even a little resentful sometimes. I'm like, yeah, no, I ain't doing that to nobody. I'm gonna leave that, nah. Because I know I'm not gonna be able to do it. I know I'm not gonna be able to go through all that art. So I just leave it alone. So I have never participated in art fight. It looks fun, but I know I'm not going to be able to do it. So I leave it behind. Also, Night Shadow, thank you for the hydrate, the posture check, and the stretch. Yeah. Also, let me move this camera a little bit more. There we go. That should work. Yeah. Yeah. There we go. Absolutely fair. Yeah. I would like to participate one of these days. Someday. Just not this time around yet. Welcome on in there, Dice. How you be? No cult. No cult. There's no cult. You leave that alone. No cult. All right, back to making distinctive Distinct character bronze cart. Howdy, y'all. Yo, butt pineapples. Hey, and an early time. Hey, that's what's up. I hope things have been well. I usually say that mostly because I feel bad that every time I see butt pineapples pop up, it's usually nearing the end when I'm about to drop, and I'm like, no, I'm sorry. We gotta go. I'll be back next time. Blah. So whenever I see that, I'm like, that sucks. But they're here now. And there's plenty of time. There's plenty of time. So you know what? Yeah. Anyway. Could you do it for a Scooby snack? Nah, no. Do I look like a dog to you? Do I look like a... Yeah, do I look like a dog to you? Don't answer that question. Art fight definitely can be a serious commitment. I agree. That's why I could not do it. When I know that it's going to be a lot of commitment and it's going to take a lot of time and a lot of effort, I'm like, look, I already got a lot of things on my plate already as it is. This is not gonna be, this is not gonna be it. I mean, heck, let me put it to you this way. The ferret model that we made earlier, which I was hoping to have done by, or, you know, have posted by the end of the week, so I'm gonna probably need to do that this weekend. The ferret model that we set up, that was drawn by EB Circus, and was rigged by yours truly. You have any idea how long that one took? That one took several months. Several months of inactivity too, no less. Which, by the way, folks, this was an art trade. If this were a commission, I would have had it done like that. But since it was an art trade, it took me a lot of time because I was working on commission. And I feel bad about that, but that was one of those things where it's like, okay, y'all are gonna have to give me a moment. Y'all are gonna have to give me a minute. When I have the energy and the time, I will get back to it, which I eventually did, but good lord, it took forever. So if that took me too long, you can already imagine that, yeah, things like Art Fight and Inktober, I'm not gonna be able to keep up with those. I would not be able to keep up with those at all. By the time I actually start the first art piece from Art Fight probably would have been done like months ago. And that's the part where I feel bad about it. That's why I would have looked at it like, nah, I can't. It's not gonna be able to, it's not, nah, that. I would not be able to run that one. Work makes me late. That's fair, that's fair. I hope work has been smooth. You know what? Do not worry about it there, but pineapples. Like I said, no stream is a commitment. The fact that you choose to stop by even for a moment, it means more than you could possibly imagine. It's just me that feels bad because it's like, I see you pop up and I'm like, I'm about to head out. No. It's more of a me thing than anything else. That's what I'm trying to say. It's more of a me problem than anything else. Well, it's also a bit of a butt pineapples problem, mostly because they showed up and then the show's over. And that's why I feel bad, because it's like, the show, like, they just got here and the show is over. Yes, folks, I look at these streams as a show. I feel like that helps me, I feel like it helps me when it comes to these streams. For some reason, I see you doing a bit of analog horror. You know what? You know what? You know what's funny? I probably would if it scared me more. How do I put it? You probably wouldn't get any big, loud scream. You'd probably get more of a, hey, what the? From me, and I feel like it just doesn't work. Heck, that's why Dead Space wasn't a horror game when we were playing it. Well, and to be fair, I had played all the Dead Space games ad nauseum at that point, so when going through those, it was less of a, oh my god, what's around the corner? And it's more like, all right, so folks, this is how this game works. That's where all these things go about. Oh, hey, there's that thing, smack. Granted, does it mean that I died or that I went through that game with ease? Absolutely not. I died a lot. There were so many explosions, so many swarming, so many quick time events that I've failed miserably. But you know what? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Despite all of that, despite everything, there were still sandwiches to be had. Boom, jump scare. All right, let's put the sandwich back over here. Boom. Let's drop that sandwich where it needs to be. I'm not gonna lie though, I think Elden Ring has been spooking me more than Dead Space, but that's also because sometimes my runes are at stake and I need to live or else I'm gonna lose like 40k runes, and I don't want to lose 40k runes. But yeah, analog horror, I wish. I should try that one of these days. I just do art fight for the fun. I have a disclaimer on my profile that I have IRL obligations and commissions, so I can't always revenge attack or attack quickly, but it's fun practice for me. Oh, fair. You know what? That's also fair and reasonable right there. Yo, Alt, welcome on in. How was the... Okay, I'm trying to remember. What was the sea bug you were making? Because I know you were making a crustacean. I don't remember the name, but it looks like Kabuto. I think it was called a trilobite. Folks, go check out Alt. They play a good variety of, yeah, they play some games. They do a lot of amazing art, really phenomenal stuff. Go check them out when you get the chance. I highly recommend it. And everybody stopping by from Alt Maris's stream. Hi, my name is Lampy, small-time illustrator, football-sized moth. I do a lot of drawing streams, occasional gaming streams, and sometimes some live 2D rigging streams. And today is one of those drawing streams, or at least it's supposed to be. I've only added color to the hat. We're getting there slowly but surely. Do not worry, we'll get to it soon enough. And today is one of those, yeah. We're currently drawing a horse, and we currently have the horse model ready. We're just adding one last set of assets to it, which is totally distinct, uncopywritten character of Bronze Cart. Yeah, Bronze Cart. We're gonna call it Silver Chariot, but then we realized that's a JoJo character. But yeah, I hope you all enjoy your day. I hope you all enjoy your stay. And if you gotta take care of things, go take care of those things. Never feel bad about raiding and running, because that's what raids are all about. But if you decide to screw around, I greatly appreciate that. I hope you enjoy your stay. How was the art? And I hope it went well. Alt raid, alt raid. Welcome on in there, Henrex, Starlight, and T. Alt. Gamers high. I think that's what it says. Isopod, giant isopod. Oh, that's what it was, isopod. I knew it was some sort of crustacean, I just could never remember what the name was. Why is there a haunted sandwich? Oh, we were talking about Dead Space. And so I had to bring out the necro sandwich again. Because we were talking about how horror games... Funny enough, I would play horror games, but I don't think I would get the spook. So, like, for example, with Dead Space, instead of getting spooked, we were making sandwiches. Flamethrower was awesome. I miss flamethrower moments. Gotta play Dead Space again, just for the flamethrower. It was good. We did fish. Ooh, fish. How's fish? Horse? Horse. Yeah, the big ones. Like you sized. Wait, there are crustaceans the size of... Oh, yeah, I can see crustaceans being the size of a football. Lampy arson? Lampy arson indeed. I miss flamethrowers. Wait. That reminds me. Folks, since you're here... Oh, wait, wrong, How long have I been a plushie? 22 minutes? You know what? Close enough. Let's go back right quick. Because I want to show y'all folks something. Speaking of Lampy arson. There we go. There's the flamethrower Lampy arson. Fire and everything. Okay, Anna's gone. Alright, back to plushie, because we still got a few more minutes on that. The ghost was hungry? Nice, nice, nice. Okay, let's see. We did rainbow trout, flathead catfish, giant isopod, sea angel, anglerfish. Oh, and leafy sea dragon. Oh, that is a lot of fish. I gotta see. I only saw the isopod. I did not know about all the other ones. I gotta go see the other fish. That's amazing. That reminds me, I also got to finish off some art. I actually got to finish this off. Like, I'm trying to get there slowly but surely. Very, very slowly, but very, very surely. I gotta go check out that art. That sounds awesome. If I died, I'd haunt the fridge. You know what? Me too. Also, welcome on in there, one single goat. How you be? Let's give a shout out to Goat. Go check out Goat as well. They play a good variety of games. Really awesome stuff. But yeah, low pressure art stream. Nice. Those are usually some of the best streams when it's just low pressure. Because sometimes you just need that moment. You just need that time to just get away from everything and just say, you know what? Too much work nowadays. It's time for whatever it is that you want to draw. With little to no, what's the word I'm looking for? It's time to just draw whatever you feel like. With little to no concern about how it's gonna go. It's just art. You get it? Yeah. Sometimes you just want to art with no real. Yeah, sometimes you just want to art. That's about it. Okay, gonna lurk while I watch the pit. Alright, sounds good, sounds good. Best of luck with the pit. And thank you again for the raid. I greatly appreciate it. And I hope you have a good night, a better tomorrow, and a great week. You take care now there, buddy. Also, thank you for the applause there, Phoenix. Wait, why applause? You know what? I'll take it anyway. Alright, so here's what we gotta do. So now that we got that side of the hat, you know what? Let's add a little bit more shadow to it, though. A little bit more shadow. Right there. Then we get our smudge tool. Good old trusty smudge tool. Let's bring that sharpness of the smudge tool to 0. We bring the brush, or the smudge brush, to... Yeah, we bring the smudge strength to 30 and the sharpness to 0. And I'm going to show you why we bring the sharpness to 0. Also, let's show you what the strength thing does. We're going to start at 10 to show you how the strength works. The smudge basically does what it says. It kind of smudges the image a little bit, as you can see down here. And that is with 100%. Well, we'll bring up that part later. But yeah, that is the strength of 10. What happens if we bring the strength of 30 to that smudge? It definitely goes a lot further in comparison to 10. 50. 70. And then when it gets to 100, that is practically just painting with that brush now. Because it never ends once you get to 100. It never ends. So yeah, that's the strength of the smudge tool. Now we'll show why you put a sharpness smudge as well as a... Yeah, why you put a soft edge and a sharp edge. Let's put it to 30 again. This is going to be the soft edge right here. Oh, I take it back. That's the sharp edge. Okay, so we're going to show you again what happens when you use the smudge tool with the sharp edge. That's the sharp edge right there. Now, we do that with the soft edge, which is 0% sharpness. You can see a major difference in between the two. This one feels like it's really blending everything in, while this one is leaving a bit of teeth. Sometimes you want teeth. In case you're wondering, like, wait, why would you ever use the sharp... Or, yeah, why would you ever use the 100% sharpness on your smudge tool? Sometimes you want to give something a metallic look. Sometimes you want something to feel... Yeah, metallic, reflective, stuff like that. And one good way to do so, or you want to add a little more texture to it, one good way to do so is with 100% sharpness. That way it gives a bit of teeth to your smudge. Where if you wanted none of that, obviously you bring it to 0% sharpness. And then you just blend that in and then boom. No more teeth. No more sharp. Just perfect blend. And there you go. Enjoy the rest of your stream? Thank you, I greatly appreciate that. If I was a ghost, I'll inconveniently drag your controllers or let's see. Drag your controllers or uneven your hanged items. No. If you really want to inconvenience people as a ghost, you flip the controller upside down where the... Yeah, you flip the controller upside down. This way, you mess up their joysticks. Or, you know, you mess up the thumbsticks. Or apparently they're called analog sticks. Yo, Soj. Hey, long time no see. Hope things have been well. I hope things have been good. Let's give a shout out to the Sojita. Really funny streams over there. Really cool folks. Really awesome times. Hey, Lego. You know what it might have also been? Maybe I'm just not waking up on time. Because I have been waking up pretty late. So I might have been missing everything. Things are going, but hopefully better soon. Oh. Fair enough, fair enough. I understand that feeling all too well. I'm still trying to report a rooster. I'm trying to bug every city. I'm trying to bug every city official about this rooster now, because good lord, it never stops. It's less of a problem now, but it's still a problem. Like, it still makes it trouble to sleep. So yeah, I'm just bugging everybody until somebody finally does something about it. I'm also just trying to move. I'm trying to look into places that are outside of the Los Angeles area and just get out, because you know what? Honestly, I think it's about that time where I try to focus on finding a place that is further away from the city. Yeah, the city's getting worse and worse by the day. And I'm like, you know what? Let me just go out in the middle of nowhere where rent is cheaper. Or at least mortgage is cheaper. Well, both. I'm like, you know what? You know what? Yeah. Let me just be out in the middle of nowhere. That's what I want. I am not reading that message. I am not reading that message at all. All right, now let's put the color back to normal or let's put the shade back to normal by removing all the shadow that we just added. Might I suggest New Mexico if you're willing to consider somewhere further afield. New Mexico, huh? I would, but my brothers want to stay. Yeah, my brothers want to stay. Well, one of my brothers want to stay in California. I accept your apology. Oh my god. But yeah, if my brothers were willing to leave the States, I would definitely roll with that. But I know they want to stay here. They're kind of stuck in their ways like that. Granted, they're willing to leave the city, mostly because the city sucks. But well, they're willing to leave the county, mostly because this county sucks. But they want to stay close enough. Well, one of my brothers in particular want to stay close enough because they like Shakey's and other food places around here. I'm like, you know what? That's valid. That's valid and fair, and I want to argue against that. But yeah, no, that honestly makes sense. Because honestly, I wouldn't mind moving to Arizona, mostly because I heard the houses are cheaper out there. Not by much, but they are. They're still cheaper out there than where I am now. So, yeah. Shakey's is very valid. Yeah, I mean, they got 11 o'clock buffets. Who doesn't want that? You know, it's also funny. Me and my brother go to those buffets sometimes. The food is really, really good. I can't get past 2 plates. Oh, right. I gotta actually switch Lampy back out again. So I kind of stopped going to buffets because I know, like, it is not going to be worth the money because... Okay, it's kind of worth the money. It's like, what? 20 bucks for a plate? Or, yeah, 20 bucks for a plate. And then you get, like, 2 meals. And then the dessert. And then all the drinks. So I want to say that's about 20 bucks. I mean, heck, one of those meals kind of gets close to 20 bucks when you think about it. You go anywhere else to get pizza, corn, mashed potatoes, spaghetti, tomatoes and salad and stuff, along with the drinks and that dessert. That's definitely going to run you like 30 bucks. So paying 20 for all of that and a second plate of each, Yeah, I think that's worth it. That's definitely worth it. I also only do 2 plates, but I fill them to the brim like a stack. Yeah, I try that one. I'm able to fill them up as much as I can, but once I get to that second plate and I finish that off, like, no more. No mas. But it's a buffet. I want more. Just for the sake of buffet. Also, before I forget, I kind of got stuck on that. I kind of got stuck on multiple tangents. Let's give a shout out to Brace for science. Go check out Brace. If you're a fan of games like Doom and Night Rain and stuff like that, go check out Brace. Oh, and Armored Core. And if you want to hear about some really, really nerdy things, like and I say this with the best of intentions. If you want to hear people nerd out, which you probably do because you're listening to this stream, you should go check out Brace. They talk about all sorts of nerdy stuff. Really awesome streams, really cool people. They made their own portable PC. And no, I'm not talking about a laptop. I mean, they have a whole tower that they just take with them everywhere. And you want to talk about airplanes and ships? That's a good place to go. I know a lot about that stuff. Yo, John, welcome on in. How you be? I hope you're having a good day there, buddy. Also, as for this, let's actually bring this back, because I feel like that shadow went a little too far. Here we go. This should do. Now that we got that point, let's get the lighter shade of brush. Get our mouse clicker. Just click somewhere, or yeah, move the circle somewhere to where it's centered with the top of the hat. Click. Boom. We got our highlight. And then, here's for the next step. We're going to take these 2 layers, we're going to merge them together. Oh, wait, hold on a minute. Almost. We still need to add a tint of gold, and I think we'll be good. I have to turn that, or I have to separate that, shouldn't I? Yeah, we're going to have to separate that. Hold on a minute. Okay, so here's the next step. We're going to go back to hat. Now I'm going to snag this entire section here. There we go. We're going to cut that. We're going to paste that as a separate layer. Before I do all of that, let me do this properly, because I just realized that horrible mistake. Let's select this part first. Select, filter. No, select, modify, expand by 2. There we go. Then we go back to the base color of the hat, cut that. Paste. Let's make sure that it's all there. Yep, it's all there. Okay, now that we got that, let's get the brim of the hat. Let's snag this entire section right here. Just gonna cut that. Then we're gonna paste that. All right, and we're going to call this part hat trim. There we go. That should be good. And for this section, yeah, let's put that there. Let's hide that and that. All right, that should do. Well, almost. Let's go to this section here. Erase that point. Go to the other side, erase that point. Go to hat trim. Erase that point. There we go. So let's merge these layers. Let's merge hat. And then we take these 2 layers, hat trim, merge that. So now We have the trimming of the hat that should be either gold or silver or whatever happens. Also, ads start in a minute. Technically 40 seconds. Alrighty, glad I could come in and say hi, y'all. Have a rest of your lovely stream. Oh, they actually were lurking. Oh, okay, that's fair, that's fair. Alright, you do your lurking there, John. And I hope you enjoy your day. I hope you enjoy the stream. And I hope you have a good night, so better tomorrow, and a great week. Or weekend. Enjoy your lurking. Also, what if I told you I just started on a revised version of the creepy lampy pick I did? Well, now I need to know more. Thank you for the applause there, Spock. I don't know what was said, but yeah. Welcome on in there, Spock. I can't wait to see what you have in mind there, Sherbert. That sounds like it's going to be amazing. Also, I missed a message right quick. Let me go back and see that one. I know it was all the way back here somewhere. Ah, here we are, here we are. There it is, there it is. Oh, ads just started. You know what, that's okay. The messages I'm going to read right now are, from subscribers anyway. I just realized someone used my art of their... Oh, used my art of their character as some of their featured art of their channel. That's so cool. Hey, that's what's up. Congrats there, Sherbert. I'm glad to hear that. That's actually pretty awesome. What kind of art did you do? I mean, without exposing anybody, what kind of art did you do? Me sitting in me sitting in a theater seat, like the old man from the Muppets. If this was a show, I want a refund. Joke's on you, it's on TV. Oh, wait a minute, they subscribe, so maybe that does happen to be a thing? Either way, not important. Time to head back. Time to roll on back. All right, let's see. It was a furry piece for an art trade posted in your Discord channel. Oh, nice. That's pretty cool right there. Let me see. Art channel. Oh, gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. Hey, nice. Now, what on earth was I doing again? Yo, call me. Welcome on in. Horsey? Horsey. Indeed, it do be horsey. All right, you cute nerds. I'm off to bed, too. Keep up being fun. No, you. Thank you for stopping by there, Dice. I greatly appreciate it. You go do what you gotta do. You go get that rest. I hope you have a good night, better tomorrow, and a great week. Great weekend. I keep forgetting it's Friday. This is how you know I haven't streamed on Fridays in a long, long time. All right, so we got the hat done. Now it's time for the front of the hair. Where's front hair? Hair front, hair front. I need to find GS front. Here we are. We're going to get GS front. We're going to hide the hat for a minute. We're going to make a new layer. Actually, you know what? Considering everything here, new game plan on this, actually. Let's deselect, and let's go to GS front again. And instead of using the selection tool on the outside, we're actually going to use it on the inside. The reason why we do that is because all of these tiny little corners on the outside will not get so easily selected. Especially that spot. Whoops. Especially this spot right here. But we can get around that by, instead of selecting the outside, we just select the inside. However, we still have some points that we still need to go over, but that's going to be a whole lot easier than it would be dealing with this. You get the picture. So yeah, we're just going to be working with it like this instead. It should be easier to roll with. Also, Mr. Bean, thank you for the raid. I greatly appreciate it. Let's give a shout out to Mr. Bean. How was the AFK journey? I hope it went well. I hope it was good. And everybody stopping by from Mr. Bean's stream. Hi, my name is Lampy, small-time illustrator, football-sized moth. Yes, the bug is the streamer. I do a lot of drawing streams, occasional gaming streams, and sometimes a live titty rigging streams. And today is one of those drawing streams. Might be some rigging in the future, or it might be some rigging later on in the stream. We're currently finishing off a horse. Yes, we're adding some assets to that horse, and yes, it totally is totally not gold ship.
Wait, is this a gold ship model?
No, it's totally not gold ship. It's a indistinct character, bronze cart. Totally wasn't going to accidentally name it Silver Chariot. It was great. I got affiliate. Hey, congratulations there. That's what's up. You know what? One, that deserves a salute. Two, that deserves a 21 gun salute. Hold on a minute. Where's my gun right quick? That deserves a 21 gun salute right there. 1, 2. Okay, now flip those two numbers over. There you go, 21. Congratulations there, Mr. Bean. That's what's up. Also, thank you for the bits, Arrowkami. And if anyone asks, oh, it's not gold ship at all. I don't know where you got that implication from. No. I'm late. Someone would validate. No, there is no cult parking. Matter of fact, you're supposed to go. You're not supposed to be in the basement in the first place. Also, let's give a shout out to, also, I forgot to mention that part. If you are, anyone stopping by from the raid, streams are fun, but they also take a lot of energy. So if you gotta take care of things, go take care of those things. Never feel bad about raiding or running, because that's what raids are all about. But if you start around, I greatly appreciate that. I hope you enjoy your stay. Let's get the music back, because we just done lost it. There we go. Welcome on in there, Death God. How you be? Hope things be well. Also, we were going to give a shout out to Imatron. Go check out Imatron. They play all sorts of stuff. No, wait. They play all sorts of Minecrafts, and they do all sorts of art. Go check out Minecraft. No, go check out Imatron. Okay, I'm getting tired. No cutie mark on the flank either. Yeah, no, we're definitely not doing that. We are definitely not going down that road. If we do, that's going to cause a whole other mess. I'm good, just relaxing and being lazy. That's what's up. Sometimes you just need to be lazy. But the bug on the podium outside took a $5 deposit. Did I just get Lampy to buy another Lampy? Okay, which one of these bugs are taking $5 deposits for parking? Because I have not seen that $5, and I need to go find out which one of these bugs is making money on my premises. But yeah, let me catch up with the next step. All right, let me see. We got that part. We're gonna make a new, well, we already have the new layer. Let's go to select, modify, expand by 3. There we go. And now we just add the gray. Actually, do I still have that gray? Hold on a minute. We need to find a proper gray tone here that hasn't been blended in yet. Which is easier said than done because we put a lot of gradients. You know what? Right here. Let's get this tone here. Oh, wait. I know what I could do. There we go. This should be all set. Thank you for the save there, Death God. Actually, you know what? I have not saved in a while. The better question is, will he still... Oh, let's see. Strange. Normally they ask for tree fitty. Yeah, we found out which one of those lampies were. We know exactly which one that one is. That's why I put a stop to that one, accepting money. For being outside. I was like, okay, that's it. If y'all aren't gonna leave, then you're not gonna be out there selling tickets. I know how this ring works. The better question let's see. The better question is, will he still be at the podium when we leave, or is he going to be like the banker in Hollow Knight? I forgot about the banker. You know, funny thing is, the banker from Hollow Knight gives me PTSD, not because of the story itself, But because of the backseaters, that ruined that entire story for me. I was like, I kid you not. I kid you not. Like the banker story. Like I find the banker the first time around. One chatter tells me, oh yeah, so that person, they're going to be doing this later. I'm like, why would you tell me this? This is my first time running through this game. Why would you tell me this? Many other streams later, that scene happens. I'm like, oh no, they did the thing. I can't believe this. If only I didn't know this ahead of time, because somebody told me this before it actually happened. Oh no. And then someone else tells me, oh yeah, don't worry, you'll find them later. I'm like, stop telling me things. Why? Why do you think I want to? Why on earth would you think I want to know this? On my first playthrough, no less. People just did not understand that part. Thank you for the hydrate and the posture check. But yeah, I was just like, don't tell me these things. Why would you tell me these things? This is why we can't have nice things. Exactly. This is also why I need mods when I play Dark Souls, because I know probably going to be a very similar scenario. I don't want it to be a very similar scenario, so that's why I'm making sure I get mods for that one. I'm making sure I get mods for that, because I do not want to deal with that. Okay, let me figure out the next step. Okay, so now that we got the hair, next thing we need to do is get the rendering for this. Get 100% opacity off for the hair. And let's get 30% opacity. Yeah, let's get 30% opacity on the hair and 100%... 30% opacity and 100% sharpness on the brush. That's the words I'm looking for. Good lord, that took me forever to figure out. Now that we got that, let's increase the size of the brush. Lampy, you're going to be drawing later. It's a life spoiler. Well, yeah, no, duh, that's a different story. Actually, no, I was going to say. I was going to bring up, like, yeah, actually, funny story. You would not believe it, but people do backseat during art streams sometimes, too. And you're probably thinking, like, how on earth does someone do that? Stick around long enough, you'll probably see someone pull that stunt. Like, legitimately, not like as a joke. I mean, someone will legitimately pop up and be like, I don't know if you want to hear this, but I'm going to tell you it anyway. And I think you should be drawing this way instead. I'm like, it's an art stream. Let me live my life. Let me do my thing. But yeah, let me see. An early morning stream, let's see. An early morning streamer I watch has a rule that if you spoil the game, you get banned until you buy her a new game. Interesting concept. Very interesting concept. That interesting. Yeah, very interesting. This brush, that effect. Seen it? Yes, it's annoying too. Yeah. Exactly. Stuff like that. Stole your spine? Joke's on you. I don't have one. Also, welcome on in there, Baka Boy. You think a bug has a spine? The entire exoskeleton. That's the entire exoskeleton. And I don't think you want Lampy's exoskeleton. Rumors say it gives you cancer. I mean, what? Let me live my life of heist, arson, and risk of rain too. Yeah, exactly. Bugs gotta fly, you know? Bugs gotta fly and set fires. I mean, what? Just let a bugs have fires, you know? The only pastime they're ever gonna get. Life is short. Fire is too. Life is short. Fires are big. Let the bugs live their life. You just have to wait until Lampy molts. Cancer, like crabs? Nah, nah, nah. Well, you know what? Yeah, like crab cancer, also known as Crancer, and Kritzen, and Kroner, and Krudolf, and Kranacross. Yeah, I know, I went down that road. I was gonna say Dancer as a crab, but then that's just Crancer again. And in case you're wondering, Lampy, did you just name a lot of the reindeers as... Did you just name a lot of the reindeers, but under the name of crabs? Yes. And I'd probably do it again. In the meantime... Oh, right. I should probably be explaining what on earth I'm doing. Okay, so for the hair, here's what we're trying to do for the hair. Let me actually start all over for this. Or at least start all over on one section. So for the hair, what we're trying to do is use our brush and make each and every individual, well, not each and every individual strand, but in order to get a hair-like texture to it, we're going to be using our brush. We're going to be using a thin brush too, at 30% opacity and 100% sharpness. And we're going to start at the top of where the hair would normally be. You know, we're basically going to start at the root. Drag that brush all the way across and all the way down. This way, the brushes overlap. Oh, that's also why we put 30% opacity, because when they overlap, it'll give this texture that, yeah, they're going over one another. There will be some that are lurking in the shadows, some of them that will be out in the top of the hair. You know, strands, brushes, bristles, stuff like that. That's also why we go from the top all the way to the bottom, instead of just going towards a... Instead of just going across like one streak little by little, slowly but surely, just scratching along the way. We want to make sure that it starts from the top and it curves all the way down to the bottom. The other thing we want to do is make sure that it actually curves, because we could just make this hair and have it go straight down, but that's not going to give us the texture that we want, because as you can see, that line right there shows that it should be moving and curving over to the right. So making it like that does not make a lot of sense. So, also, let's bring this back. Drag all that part away. So, in order for that to work, we want to make sure that it curves. It curves in the direction that you see the hair going. And in this case, especially for the front, it starts at the top and in the middle, and it drops and curves down to the side. But for specific parts of the hair, we also kind of want to put less brush strokes, mostly so it doesn't feel like there's no depth behind it. We want to make sure that there's still depth behind everything. Like so. There you go. I do dabble in the brain rot. Fair enough. You know Dasher and Dancer and Prancer? Yeah, see, if I put Dasher and Dancer and Prancer and I put Crab in front of them, it would have just been Crancer and Crancer and Crancer. And then Kritzen, and Cronet, and Croupen, and Cronald, and Kritzen. So he would have ended up with like 3 Crancers and 2 Kritzens. But yeah, you know Dasher and Dancer and Prancer and Vixen and Comet and Cupid and Donald and Blitzen and Rudolph. But do you recall Crancer? Yeah, that was the Krampus that got turned into a Rudolph. I mean, into a reindeer. You know, same thing. Crab tactics. They need to turn a game into crab tactics. Let's see. Bang was so big, God slept until the world poked him and said, "Let there be light." What on earth sort of stories am I listening to now? You know what? That's what I get for bringing up crabs and cancer. Or crabs and cancer. This is what happens when you do that. Also, welcome on in there, Karibo Lord. How you be? I hope you're having a good day, buddy. Are we celebrating Christmas in summer? No. We're waiting for October for that. We're just talking about reindeers. We'll leave that for... Yeah, we'll leave that for October when we start talking about Christmas. You know what? I just realized I made a lot of friends recently in the streaming sphere. They are going to hate me when they find out what we do on October 31st. They're going to hate me for that one. Because I know a lot of them are also of the spooky variety. Or at least the dark aesthetic. So you know they are big Halloween fans. And they are not ready for what I'm about to do on October 31st. October 31st, so you're Michael Myers? I mean, I guess that's one way to put it. Let's just say that on October 31st, or for October 31st, we're making a list, we're checking it twice, we may bring a machete. Possibly. Possibly indeed. Mothman? Mothman, hold on a minute. Oh yeah, people usually celebrate Halloween in summer, so I support Christmas on October. Ah, see, there you go. To be fair, yeah, exactly what Ryu said. People celebrate Halloween all the time, and they're like, you know what? Let's celebrate Halloween on October or in November too. Forget Thanksgiving, let's celebrate Halloween there too. And let's celebrate it on Christmas. Let's celebrate Halloween every day. And so I'm like, I'm celebrating Halloween on Christmas. I'm celebrating Christmas on Halloween. I'm like, yeah, all right. That's it. It's time to spook the locals with Christmas cheer. Now, where on earth is Mothman? There it is, Mothman. There's no need to go down. I said Mothman. Lift that man off the ground. I said Mothman. 'Cause you're in a new town and there's folk to be abducted. Thank you for redeeming Mothman. Which, by the way, folks, you can find Mothman available on the Etsy page and the vgen page at a very affordable price. It comes with a lot of different features. It comes with conventional Mothman, traditional Mothman, which I'm convinced is a Stygian owl. Whatever Mothman this design was, I swear it was out there somewhere. And if you ever find yourself in a situation where you cannot pick between the three, why pick? Be not afraid. It also comes with wings down, wings up, all that good stuff. Fast flapping, slow flapping. Oh, everything. It comes with all of it. You can find that available on the Etsy and the vgen page at a very affordable price. There you go. And last but not least, as you saw in the animation, it does come in with the lean. Yes, the shadow is included in the lean. So yeah, there you go. Anyway, we're gonna just toss Mothman over here. There you go. Mothman right down there. Let's save. Because I forgot how long ago it was that I saved. Lampy, be honest, are you Mothman? No. Mothman is down there. Disturbing truth. Or yeah, let's see. Disturbing truth. Hallmark ornaments are already out for Christmas 2026, including the World Cup one. There is a Christmas World Cup Christmas ornament. Okay, I'm not surprised about the World Cup, but I'm surprised about Christmas in July. I shouldn't be, but I am. All right, now let's work on this next step. What we need to do is get a brighter shade Because now that we got the highlight and now that we got the shadows, actually, you know what? I think we need to add more shadow to this. Let's get a darker tone of brush and add a bit of shadow on the sides of the hair. Wrong tone. And with the shadow of the brush, we do the exact same thing. We just scratch. Actually, this time we actually do the scratching across, just to give it this sense of, again, to give it a sense of depth. Make it feel like, yeah, this is a whole solid object right here. Like so. Let's do the same thing over on the other side. Add that shadow. Just to give it a stronger sense of shadow, or a stronger sense of depth. That's the thing we're doing. And yeah, with the shadow brush, again, 30% opacity, 100% sharpness, and we just drag it across ever so lightly, just like we did with the rest of the stuff. We do the exact same tactic too. But this time we use it sparingly, and we only use it on the sides of the hair. Just to give it a sense of perspective that, you know, what we see in the front, that's going to be the brightest point. What we see on the other sides is going to be where the darkest parts are. Also, if you end up seeing a spot where you're like, okay, this is too bright or too dark, just switch between the two layers again. Or switch between the two color tones that you have. The two shades, and just go over it a bit. This way you'll know that, or yeah, this way you could reshape everything. Add that color back into it, or add that light or that shadow that you feel is needed. If there's too much light, you get the dark brush, or you know, you get the dark tone. You add that shadow back in there a little bit. If it gets too dark, you get the light brush and you add that light back in there. Like so. You know what game I want to play on stream soon? I want to play The Darkness. It's another game for the Xbox 360. And it was one of those games that I played back in my college years. That's a really, really fun game. It's about a mobster. A mobster that gets betrayed. But as he's getting betrayed, he finds this power of this dark entity. Or this dark entity, he's basically becomes a warlock in D&D. The dark entity tells him, hey, I see you're in a pickle. I can help with that. But a much more sinister way to say it. It gets pretty brutal. It gets pretty gruesome. I think y'all are gonna like it. You'll see what I mean when we get to that game. I don't know when I'm gonna play that one, but I want to play that. Hallmark shrug. Fair enough. Reminding Lampy, avoid social media because final episode of Digital Circus is out in YouTube. In case of spoilers. Oh yeah, most definitely. You better believe, once I'm done with this stream, I'm watching Digital Circus. Because I want to see the circus. I want to see the last episode. It's finally time. And I don't have to deal with those fans. So yeah, it's finally time. I can't wait. I never got to finish multiplayer in Darkness 2. Wait, there's a multiplayer? Oh yeah, there is a multiplayer. Do I have Darkness 2? I don't know if I have Darkness 2. I played it once and I was like, wait, what's all this? It just wasn't the same gameplay, and it also wasn't the same, like, I mean, it was the same story, but it wasn't the same gameplay, and the story felt a little... It felt a little lacking, in a way. I mean, granted, they had some big moments, but those big moments really didn't feel as impactful as they should have been in comparison to the big moments that are in the Darkness 1. I should try the Darkness 2 again, just to see. Just to see. Better to be in a pickle than in a snickle. What's a snickle? A snickle has Snickers and pickles combined. Okay, hold on a minute. Spock. I don't know why, but I feel like I have heard of a pickle-flavored Snickers. Or maybe it was a pickled Snickers. It was one of those two. It was either a Snickers that has been pickled, or is a pickle-flavored Snickers. I don't know how you make a pickle-flavored Snickers, but your guess is as good as mine. But I feel like if they can make a Mountain Dew hot dog, they can make a pickled Snickers. And finish the revised creepy lampy piece. Ooh, where'd you put it? Where'd you put it? Oh my god. Hold on a minute. Well, one, we gotta save this. And two, y'all have to see this. Hold on a minute. Folks, this is why you should go follow Sherbert. Look at this thing. Look at this. Also, I forgot. Why do I have this timeline thing here? I gotta leave that alone. I gotta close that for later. Folks, look at this. Look at what Sherbert made. Folks, go check out Sherbert. Go follow Sherbert the Pope. Now I gotta find a horror game to play, because looking at this art, I'm like, okay, we gotta play some sort of horror game. Look at this. This is absolutely phenomenal work right here. I also like the goop and the red and the... Yeah, see, this... Oh my god, this is amazing. I especially like the eyes. That... Just look at this whole thing. Folks, go check out this little pode right here. Go check out Sherbert. Do the thing. Commission Sherbert, give them money, all that good stuff. Yeah. Glad you like it. This is one of my favorite styles to work in. I can see why. This is some phenomenal... This looks amazing. Again, this looks like some... This is phenomenal work. I like the red. I like the scratchy, sketchy style. I like the goop. And the very, very creepy moth in the middle. It's just everything. It's all of it. Yeah. Look at this. Folks, go do the thing. Or yeah, go do the thing. Go follow Sherbert. Thank you again, Sherbert. Holy cow, that is amazing work. All right, next step for the horse. Here's the next move we got to do. We got to get a much brighter shade. We're actually going to go with the almost white, but just a very, very light gray. Gun. Thank you for redeeming gun. Here's the next step that we got to do for the hair. Also, hold on a minute. We got to put that there. Go back over here. Go there. Boom. Done. There. Now we got everything set. So here's the next step we got to do. We got to get a much brighter shade. We also need to make a new layer for this too, so we don't affect the hair. We're not going to name the layer, but we're going to be making a shine layer. A layer where the hair shines and all of that. What we need to do here, this time we actually start doing the scratching effect. Just scratch along the path, down the middle. Because we want the shine to go right up here. Right in the middle here. So from here, we just start adding a bunch of scratch. Yeah, we just scratch in some lines. A lot of scratchy little lines. Now that we got those lines in there, as it gets to the darker points, we want to... No.
Lampy moth tax.
No lampy moth tax. Here, take this. Yeah, you take this, Jira. Folks, go check out Jira. Really funny streams, really cool times. They're always getting on top of the door like they're a cat in Elden Ring Night Rain. Go check them out. Pay the shadow tax. Go support Jiro. Give them money. Do all the things. Shadow tax and all that. Shadow tax. Alright, so now that we got the highlight of the hair up here, once we get to the darker tones and the shadows and all of that, we're actually going to take the... we're going to still do the scratching, but we're going to make the scratches smaller and further away from one another. Smaller, thinner, less distinct. This way, again, gives that sense of depth. Like so. Now that we got that point, you know what? Let's add a little more scratching over here. Throne? No throne. Stay away from the throne. You save your money, you. Also, that reminds me, I gotta double check on something. Are they on today? They might be on today. Just gotta find out where. If they are still going in the first place. They are still going. Hold on a minute. Oh, I'm just bullying a friend right now. I'm just posting their throne in their chat. Hey, no vgen. Well, I guess vgen. After supporting the Lampy? No. Only support the... Well, I wasn't going to say only support the Jiro, but support Jiro. Support Jira, support Lil, support Mooney, support Bambi. Support all them folk. Who else is there? Support Myoto, support Blobby. Give them monies. Yeah, give them monies. I don't know why I said it like that, but yeah, do the thing. Give them, support them with currency. Yeah. All right. So next step. Now that we got the hair done, or now that we got the shine done, we are going to get our smudge tool, and we are going to put that at 30% strength. Make our brush really, really small, and we are going to put it, and we are also going to make the sharpness 100% opacity. Or not 100% opacity, 100% sharpness. This is what I was mentioning before. This is one of those rare occasions where you want that 100% sharpness because you do not want it to be super smooth. You want to give it that sense of shine. That's why we also make our brush very, very small. Now, here's what we're going to be doing with this brush, or the smudge tool. We're going to start at the center and just drag the shine upward. And start center, drag all the way up. Center, up, center, up, center, up, center, up. And we're going to do that with everything here. Drag it all the way up, like so. Start from the center. No zigzagging this time around. Just start at the center, drag all the way up. Up and up and up. And in case you're wondering, yes, we're going to be doing the exact same thing at the bottom as well. Up and up and up. Now for the other way around. Down, down and down and down. Down, down, down. Down, 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 down. Down and down and down and all the way down. Constantly down. If we wanted to, we could also just take the smudge tool for like the bigger sections. We could just go across like this for the bigger parts. Really make sure we get them teeth in there. But we don't want to do that for the smaller sections like these parts, because then it's just going to lose the texture entirely. There we go. Like so. With that, the hair is all set. We got the shine that we wanted for the hair. Boom, it's all done. Now for the next step. So in the end, to support the cult. No, do not support the cult. Support Jiro. Pay the shadow tax. Shadow tax. Only shadow tax. Well, and the other taxes I mentioned before. Oh, the cheese tax. Pay the cheese tax. That one too. Yeah, you can't just give Lampy your money. How is he supposed to steal it? Steal it just for the fun if you give it to him for free. Exactly. Wait, what? You know what? Yeah. Up, up, down, down, left, right, B, A. You forgot start. Wait, he didn't go to the sides, did he? No. We're not trying to put cheat codes. What's the other word I was looking for? Wait, whoops, wrong one. Go back over here. Next step. Now that we got that part of the hair done, we can actually go to the back of the hair. GS back copy. Oh, right. We also need to go to hair front. Take these layers, merge them together. So now the front of the hair is all one solid thing. Next step, back of the hair. Actually, for this case, let's select the inside of the hair because of that selection tool again. And then we select, modify, expand by 3. Hold on a minute. Let's hide the body for a minute. Let me see. Yeah, expanding by 3 should be fine. Yeah, expanding by 3 should be fine. All right. How do we got that? Put everything back there. Actually, no, we should hide everything in the front. Because we need to see the hair now, so we're actually going to need that layer. Hide that, hide that, hide... Oh, yeah, those parts are already hidden. Hide the mouth. There we go. You know what? Hide that section too. Oh, too much. There and there. Make a new layer. Put that to 100% opacity. Bring that back down to 50, or not 100% opacity. 100% brightness, then bring it back down to 50% brightness. There we go. We got the selection needed. Put the transparency lock. And for this case, you know what? Let's just stick with entirely shadow, because this hair is in the back, so it would be hidden away more, so you would see less light. So let's start with shadow and then add light on top of it. Let's roll with it like that. So let's get our brush, make it very, very bright. Go back to the top hair. Where is front hair around here? Select that part of the hair. And for here, here's what we're going to do. 30% opacity, of course. 0% sharp. Actually, 50% on the sharpness this time. Because since it's in the back, it will be a little blurry. But it's also hair, so we're going to need to have at least some distinct shape to it. Like so. And we're mostly going to be aiming for the side of the hair as well as the very, very bottom. As crazy as that sounds, we're going to be aiming mostly for the bottom. Because the top of the hair probably won't be as strong because, you know, it's in the way back and it's going to be hidden by, you know... what's the word I'm looking for? It's going to be hidden by everything else because, you know, the entire horse and all that. Or the entire body, so yeah, that's actually going to be lost. That is going to be lost to time. We only work on rendering the back of the hair, or the bottom of the back. And folks, I think it's that time. I think it's that point in the stream where things have gone and things have chilled. So we're going to be getting a lot of work done today. Or we're going to be getting a lot of work done at this point. So long as I don't get caught up in another rant or another tangent, we should be okay. Should be good. Although I'm not going to lie, I have been looking at a lot of Legend of Zelda stuff because a friend... I know a friend that is really obsessed with Legend of Zelda, and they kind of... what's the word I'm looking for? They kind of got me looking into a video on YouTube, or a YouTube series, where it's a story of between Ocarina of Time. No, wait. A story between, well, yeah, Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask, and Twilight Princess. Like that time gap in between that moment. I'm looking at that like, I've been watching some of the episodes. It's a really solid story. It's a really solid idea. I do have some gripes with it, but overall, it's a really solid concept. My main two gripes is this. One, too many member berries. Too many moments where it's like, hey, you remember these characters? Are they relevant to the story? No, but you remember these characters? I mean, well, yeah, but, look, unless they're relevant to the story, I don't care. I don't care about the Milk lady. The lady from the Lon Ranch, I do not care. Like, is she relevant to the story? No, I do not care. Look, do I care about these knights that are about... Okay, well, if the knights are about to get killed by Ganondorf, that makes a little more sense. But there are some moments where it's like, Did you just recreate that moment of Ganondorf being banished, but put it into different context? I see what you did there, but again, I only see Memberberry. Still, the rest of the story is pretty solid. The only downside that I do see, which isn't the story maker's fault, but this is Nintendo's fault in the entirety, is something we actually talked about a long time ago. They kind of made Ganondorf more of a victim than the main villain of the story, and the reason why they did that was because of a thing that Nintendo did a long time ago that kind of diminished Ganondorf's presence, if you will. If y'all have played Skyward Sword, that's the one. If y'all have played Skyward Sword, or if you at least know the story of Skyward Sword, then you kind of know what I mean about how they kind of diminished Ganondorf's presence as a whole. Because instead of Ganondorf being, you know, an embodiment of evil, he's now a puppet for somebody else, and that kind of ruined the concept. Yo, Flying Eagle, welcome on in. How you be? How was the Yu-Gi-Oh? I hope things well. No one mentioned Yu-Gi-Oh? Yeah, don't mention Yu-Gi-Oh, because there's actually another rant I wanted to bring up recently. Go check out Flying Eagle if you haven't already. Really awesome people, really cool streams, really chill times over there. If you're a big fan of Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, this is a good place to go. Go check them out. Nappy already has wings. He's not imagining he's... Or, yeah, let's see. Nappy already has wings. He's not imagining he's a fairy. You're right, I'm not imagining that. Yo, Silver Tongue. Also, before... Okay, Silver Tongue, I'm gonna catch up to you real soon. But first... Everybody stopping by from Flying Eagle stream. Hi, my name is Lampy, small-time illustrator, football-sized moth. Yes, the bug is the streamer. I do a lot of drawing streams, occasional gaming streams, and sometimes some live 2D rigging streams. And today is one of those drawing streams. Today we are currently working on... You may be seeing the hair, and you're probably thinking, oh, what character are you designing right now? We're drawing horse. We are drawing horse. We're adding a bunch of toggles to it. Yes, that is Rainbow Barf. If you're a Yu-Gi-Oh fan, you know where this is probably coming from. Or a JoJo fan, you probably already know where this is coming from. But yeah, we're adding the barf because horse, gas station, barf, you get the drill. Yeah. So yeah, I hope you enjoy your day. I hope you enjoy your stay. How was Master Duel? I hope it went well. And if you got to care things, go take care of those things. Never feel bad about writing or running because that's what raids are all about. But if you decide to screw around, I greatly appreciate that. I hope you enjoy your stay. How was the Yu-Gi-Oh? I hope it went well. Let's also give a shout out to Silver Tongue. Silver Tongue is awesome people. They do a lot of amazing art. They're currently doing some figure painting and stuff. Really awesome figure painting. If you like a chill time, you like if you like painted miniatures, go check out Silver Tongue. I highly recommend it. Or you'll probably be getting raids soon. Holy crap. Silver caught that one off the bat. Silver. That was probably a calculated guess right there, and that really paid off as a calculated guess. But just to be safe, can you give me the lotto numbers? I would really like the lotto numbers. Can you tell me the lotto numbers? Silver, can you tell me the lotto numbers? just a little bit of the lotto numbers? Can you tell me the lotto numbers? I would greatly appreciate it if you gave me the lotto numbers. Thank you. All right, let me see. I'd have to replay Skyward Sword and realize that I always thought Ganon was just another form of the evil manifest itself as... Oh, let's see. I always thought Ganon was just another form of the evil manifest itself as. I mean... Okay, there's a whole story behind Ganondorf. Or, well, more so, there's a whole story behind a Demise and how, me personally, I think Demise ruined Ganondorf. And Ganon as a whole. I feel like that was a mistake. But that's a whole other story all on its own. And watching this story, watching the story that this fan-made story was coming out with, that kind of fortifies my belief that Demise was a mistake and kind of ruined Ganondorf. I know a lot of people will probably look at it like, nah, I added more to Ganondorf's story. It added more depth to the character. No, now he feels less of a threat because it's like, oh yeah, no, he's just there because Demise made him a thing, and so he's always going to be there because Demise is just a petty. There's a lot of words that could be used for that. And watching this story, it's just, nah. I'm not a fan of Demise. He shouldn't have been a thing. Ganondorf should have just been evil for the sake of evil. Evil for the love of the game. That should have been it. That's my rant on The Legend of Zelda. There you go. Master Duel was relatively fine. We were gambling and building a new deck while playing the YCS event. I also got into many rants about other things. I also got to raid and run as I'm struggling to stay awake. All good there, Flying Eagle. You go get that sleep. You go get that rest. And I hope you have a good night, a better tomorrow, and a great week. You take care now there, buddy. Lotto numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 5, 9. I'm willing to believe it. Have you played Echoes of Wisdom? I have to wonder if that's canon, if that's a canon title or another universe because of some story elements it has. I have not played Echoes of Wisdom. I should, especially since it's on the regular Switch. It should be affordable to get a hold of. So I should probably try that one. As for canon, okay, so I've also learned from Legend of Zelda. There is another issue when it comes to the term canon when it comes to Legend of Zelda. It was in an interview with one of the people that was making Breath of the Wild or Tears of... Oh, wait, no, it was in one of the interviews when someone was making or talking about Tears of the Kingdom. And I guess this is more of a fan issue more than anything else, because how do I put this? This one has a little bit more going on with it. How do I explain that one? Let me just put it to you this way. I feel like the fans kind of brought this one on themselves, and the developers throughout the decades didn't think this through. They did not imagine that this would be as important as it was. And what I mean by that is the fans demanded a canonical canon timeline because they believed there was a canonical timeline when it came to all the Zelda franchise. And the developers had no original intention for that. And to this day, they still have no intention for that. They made that one clear when it came to Breath of the Wild, or Tears of the Kingdom, when in an interview, one of them said, "Our number one priority is gameplay. Story is an afterthought." Something along those lines. I'm paraphrasing here. But yeah, that was the main thing. Like, gameplay over story. And I'm not gonna lie, I kind of agree with that one because there's a lot of games that I've seen recently where it's more story than actual gameplay, and the gameplay is just walking simulator, where the story, granted, the story is really big and very, very important, but the gameplay lacks because what gameplay? So I could kind of see where they're coming from. I just wish Tears of the Kingdom was better, though. Because it's also kind of lacking in gameplay. I mean, it's got a lot of variety, but it's also still an open sandbox. But going back to it. I had no intention of it being a canonical story. We kind of just dropped that one on them. Or, you know, the fans demanded a canonical story, and they tried to figure out where the pieces fall in place. But the one thing that they refused to accept was, you're trying to build a puzzle out of slime. And what do I mean by that? It was never meant to be a puzzle piece, but you're really trying to push these things together. Oh, you know what? There we go. That's a better analogy. You got random blocks. They gave you a block. They gave you another block. He gave you another block. And now you're assuming that the blocks are puzzle pieces instead of individual blocks. Like, hey, look, shiny piece. And now they kind of wrote themselves into a corner, and now they're just kind of stuck with what they got. But that also leads into a different Nintendo rant, but we're not going to go into that. Also, welcome on in there, Echo. Let's give a shout out to Corgis. Yeah, I apologize. We went into that rant that I was talking about earlier, and the rant that I said, so long as I don't go into a rant, we'll be fine. There it is. The other thing was, yeah, we got that raid. So yeah, we went down a lot of roads. I need to play Echoes of Wisdom. I can't get past the second battle of the imprisoned in Skyward Sword. Ah, fair. You know what? I don't blame you. That's... Skyward Sword was a really weird gameplay. That was definitely an odd gameplay. Gun. Thank you for redeeming gun. If people tell me the story between games conflict, especially in Zelda titles, I just think alternate reality or circular epoch reincarnation stuff. Yeah, exactly. I mean, there are some games that did have a canonical, you know, had a canonical sequel. Actually, a lot of them had canonical sequels. Like, literally each and every one of those games, like literally each game after Ocarina of Time was a canonical sequel to Ocarina of Time. And no, I'm not joking. Wind Waker, canonical sequel to Ocarina of Time. Skyward Sword, canonical sequel to Ocarina of Time, just from a different perspective, or just from a different part of the time. What's it called? What is it? Majora's Mask, canonical sequel to Ocarina of Time. So yeah, you get the gist of it. Thanks for the shout out. Yeah, no problem there, Echo. Or yeah, no problem there, Corgis. And thank you for stopping by. I greatly appreciate it. Story over gameplay. That's Final Fantasy 16. Oh, I haven't tried Final Fantasy 16. When I saw that game, it looks pretty fun. Story seems very... yeah, it seems like it has a solid story. I don't know. I gotta check that one out. Big issue with Skyward Sword is getting through the door. Oh. The dotted time door. I know that's supposed to be saying something else, but yeah. Have the Wiimote back and forth in sync with swinging direction 4 hours later. Ow. Yeah. I won't deny that, that controller thing was definitely an issue. For me personally, it was the fact that they kept repeating the same thing over and over and over again. And I wasn't too big of a fan of Skyward Sword's character designs. Like, don't get me wrong, the main characters were okay. Link, Zelda, Groose, kind of. But when it came to the bosses and the enemies, they felt too cartoony, which is crazy to say because you have Wind Waker over there, and even Wind Waker, they weren't as cartoony as they were in Skyward Sword. Which is really crazy to think about. Because as cartoony as, yeah, again, as cartoony as Wind Waker was, they had some really cool designs. They had the giant spider, or the giant spider centipede. They had that statue in the Temple of Time, or the Tower of Time, whatever it was called. The giant tower statue with the giant hands. Ganondorf. Well, again, Ganondorf was one of the main characters, so of course. The giant bird. I think it was called, no, Stormhawk King was in Elden Ring. What was the name of the bird in Skyward Sword? I mean, not Skyward Sword, Wind Waker. I don't remember the name of the bird, but I like the design of that bird. It was pretty epic. Also, ad start in 20 seconds. Let me catch up with some reading right quick. Have you been, Lampy? I have been tired, but I've been doing all right. I've been getting a lot of work done. Speaking of, we're almost finished with the horse here. Haunts is nearly complete. Been dealing with a rooster. That sucks. But I'm bugging the city until they finally do something about it. How about yourself? All right, let's see. In prison fight, though, I noticed some people are just really good with them, and others... Oh, in others, it's a huge hassle. I can't remember how I did it. Fair. Again, that was one of those time attack boss fights. That's the big problem right there. Like, you gotta stop him, you gotta knock him back down before he gets to the top, and that's a tricky one. Also had trouble with Yurahim catching my sword. The fake out thing just didn't work for me. Oh, wait, you can fake out in that game? Not gonna lie, that actually sounds pretty cool. I'm just gonna add a little more... We're gonna add a brighter outline to the edge of the hair. Really make it stand out. There we go. Now that we got that, let's get our smudge tool. We're going to put the strength to 10. We're going to put the sharpness to 0. And we're going to drag this whole thing across. Take our smudge tool, drag it all the way across. Smoothing out the hair in the back a little bit. Remove a little bit of that texture. Let's put it at 30% strength, actually. Because, yeah, we want to lose a little bit of that texture. Because it's got a little bit too much of it. Especially for hair in the back, we want to tone that down a little. Let's hide the rest of the body so we know that we're getting rid of that. There we go. And that part should be all set. That part should be all smoothened out. But we are not quite done just yet, because I forgot. We still need to work on the way back of the hair. Because again, one thing to always remember when it comes to live 2D mode. This section will still be seen, because even though it's hidden behind everything else, when the physics start going and the hair starts moving, that part might move to the side, and you might end up seeing that part. So we want to make sure that that part still has something back there. So let's fix that as a matter of fact. Let's put our brush back to 30% opacity. Drag that across, drag that across. There we go. That's all we really need to put. Get our smudge tool. Blend in the top a little bit. There we go. We should be all set with that. Now, last but not least, now that we got all of that stuff done, let's get our brush. Actually, not even our brush. Let's merge these layers together. Now we got the whole back of the hair, but we're not quite done just yet. We get our rectangle tool, and we make sure that we got the exact middle point selected right there. Delete. There we go. Zoom out. Duplicate. Transform and flip. Merge down. And there we go. We got the whole hair. We got the back of the hair. We got the front of the hair. We got the little hat. Oh, wait. Actually, for the hat, we need to do one more thing. Because I'm just now realizing that point. Back down to this point. Make sure it's centered. For that hat, cut half of it. Go to the trim. Do the same thing. Take the trim and the hat. Duplicate those. Flip them. And then take the hat. Merge that down with the original. Take the trim copy. Merge that down. And now we got perfectly symmetrical trim, hat, and back of the hair. Perfectly symmetrical as everything should be. Which is funny because we did not do that with this part of the hair. Mostly because, you know, it adds a little more style to it. The Helmrock King. Yeah, Helmrock King. Yeah, that design I really liked. That bird design, that was really, really cool. All right, let me see. Which do you prefer? Skyward Sword Fee interrupting you for meaningless dialogue, or Ocarina Owl boring you with dialogue? Okay, hear me out. As crazy as this sounds, I will take the owl over Fee or Fi or Fo or Fum or whatever her name is from Skyward Sword any day, and here's the reason why. In Ocarina of Time, you only have to deal with that owl for 4 occasions at most. Maybe 5. Granted, they are the most annoying things because you are constantly bashing that button and then you accidentally, or when you're constantly bashing that button, he eventually asks, do you want me to repeat everything I said? And it's automatically put to yes, so you are constantly mashing that button until you realize he asked you if you wanted to repeat that multiple times already. Or that one time when you do notice it, like, you're all ready to repeat everything? Yes. No, I meant no. Oh, well, that'll let me repeat everything. Like, oh, no. Oh, here we go again. So yeah, there's that. However, as bad as that is, at least you don't have to deal with him every single time like you do with Fee, where you hear some information. Like, oh yeah, you need to go this way. You should probably go in that direction. You hear that information like, okay, good to know. I should probably go in that direction. You walk 5 feet. You take 5 steps in game, 5 in steps game. Boom, she pops up like, hey, I think you should go in this direction. Yes, I know. The talking tree just told me that 5 steps ago. And she does that for every single moment. No. I'll take the bird, I'll take the owl over that rope, that talking sword any day. No, I do not want to deal with that talking sword ever again. I heard that in the remakes they fixed that issue where she doesn't interrupt for every little thing as often. But still, good lord. There we go. We're going to save right quick. Because we still got one last thing to add.
Do you want me to repeat that again?
I'm going to ban Ryu one of these days, I swear to God. One of these days, I swear to God, one of these days. All right, now for the last part, which is, where is it? Ear cup. Here it is. This is the last part we need. We also need to move this a little bit further out because it's kind of overlapping with too many things. We don't want that. We're also going to kind of warp, reshape it a little bit, if you will. Right there should be good. Boom, solid. Actually, you know what? No. We do not warp that. We leave it as is. We will warp that in Live 2D. For right now, let's select the outside. Make a new layer. Select the inside. Or modify and expand by 3. Select the inverse. Adjust the shading a bit. There we go. Perfect. Master Lampy, I couldn't help but notice you drew 3 lines. Would you like an explanation on how to draw 3 lines? Son of a... Yeah, see, I will take the freaking owl over that any day. All of that just to set you up with that joke. Yep, definitely banning Ryu. Definitely banning Ryu one of these days. And you know what? Maybe Tron 2. Maybe Tron 2 after that one. But you're putting that trauma on me. See, again, many a reasons why I'm looking at this and thinking Skyward Sword was a mistake. You had to deal with Fee, Fi, Fo, Fum. And they ruined Ganondorf by introducing Demise. And Imprisoned was a goofy design beyond belief. Like, what was these Monster Inc. designs we got going on here? What was this? And don't get me wrong. Demise was a cool design. I won't take that away from him. Demise was a cool design. It's just that his introduction just ruined one of my favorite villains in video game history. Again, not even just ruining Ganondorf, but ruining Ganon as a whole. Why? Because now people are looking at it like, you know what? It's not truly Ganondorf's fault. Like, no, it should have been. It should have been all him. It should have only been him. Okay, not only him. When I say only him, I mean everything Ganondorf has ever done. It should have only been because of Ganondorf being Ganondorf, and not entity that plagued the curse upon Hyrule. Thank God we still have Majora's Mask. Never bring it back. Never bring it back. I appreciate Majora's Mask for what it is. Never bring it back. How's life, Lampy? Yo, Storm. It's been going all right. I just finished off an animation yesterday, so that's 1 out of 3 animations done. We're almost there. Let's also give a shout out to Storm. Folks, go check out Storm's site. Really awesome people. Really cool streams. Really chill times. Although it can get pretty chaotic when they're doing collabs. Go check them out. It's really awesome times over there. Go do the thing. I'm tempted to do a hey listen joke, but I don't want Lampy to set a record on Skyrimming chatters. Okay, funny story. As crazy as this sounds, Navi didn't bug me. You'd think Navi would have bugged me, but during those times, I didn't know where I was going. I didn't read the dialogue. I skipped a lot of dialogue when I was younger, so when Navi said, hey, listen, like, oh, finally, thank God, Navi, where am I supposed to go? And then Navi tells me where I'm supposed to go, like, thank you. I should have listened to where I was supposed to, or, yeah, what they were telling me, but I didn't. And it's probably people like me that made Fee exist, because they're probably thinking, look, they're not going to listen until the side character says, hey, you got to do this. So yeah, I might have been one of the reasons why Fee does what Fee does, and I hate that. That's the fun part of collabs, managing chaos. You know what? Honestly, fair and reasonable. I would agree with you if I wasn't normally the chaos in most of those collabs. Well, not those collabs, but you know what I mean. In most collabs, instead of me managing things, it's usually me being the menace. Which is also why it's very difficult to read people's chats when I'm collabing with others. This is usually why I also don't do a lot of collab streams. I do a good number of collabs, but I usually don't do the streams because I feel like I can't interact with the folks in chat very often. I could say a thing here or there, but I might miss a lot. I'm going to miss 90% of the messages when I'm doing collabs with folks. So that's why I'm looking at, that's why I usually look at it and think, I could stream during this collab, and I probably should, but 90% of the messages are going to get lost. Yeah, the moon crashing after 5 days made me mad. 3 days, technically. And I didn't really mind. Okay, that part gave a lot of anxiety. I'm not going to lie about that part. But I did like Majora's Mask. It was a different villain. It was a unique concept. The fact that they sent you somewhere that was not Hyrule and did not have the Triforce or any of that really felt very, you know, it really felt very unique. I liked it. And then, well, actually, yeah, and then you just fight the mask, and then the mask does some really, really crazy things. Like turning into a freaking Beyblade. And then evolving into some crazy Riddler-esque looking design. And then it became a dominatrix. I mean, what? Prove me wrong. It got bigger, it got badder, and it pulled out 2 whips. And you either had to be really, really skilled with that, or you pulled out the deity mask. You pulled out your own god mask. God, the moment you put on the fierce deity mask, it's easy mode. But anyway, point being is, I like the concept of the mask. Again, it was a unique villain. It wasn't Ganon for once. And it had its own menacing threat. I mean, it was crashing a moon onto the Earth. And I never want it to come back because I feel like they're going to ruin it. It's like how they ruined Megamind. And how they kind of ruined Ganondorf. See, that's why I'm looking at this like, you know what? You know what? This was cool. This was awesome. Leave it alone. Leave it alone. Let's never come back to this. Appreciate it for what it is. When you already are, yeah, you were already a bug. What does that have to do with anything? Lampy and Navi are the same because they both say, hey, listen. Hey. Shut up. Yeah, have any idea how difficult it was to not say what was there right now? That's not true. I do not say, hey, listen. I say, look, listen. It's not helping my case. Look, shut up. Whatever. Anyway, back to the drawing at hand. We needed to add some shadows. Okay, we added some shadows, but I think we can make the shadows a little darker. Just a little bit darker. We should also probably hide the hair so I could actually see what I'm doing. Okay, this still seems pretty solid. This works. This works. Let's get our smudge tool now. You Yu-Gi-Oh player, I didn't put hey, I only wrote listen. Oh, it says say listen. Okay, listen. Dang it. Okay, look, shut up. Let me get back to the drawing. Let me just get back to the drawing. Hey, Heavenly, thank you for the raid. I greatly appreciate it. I'm totally not ranting with my community because they're calling me out for being Navi from Legend of Zelda. That's totally not what's being said here. Let's give a shout out to Heavenly Fighter. Really awesome streams, really cool folks, really awesome times over there. How was the Warframe? I hope it went well. I need to get into Warframe, I'm not gonna lie. And everybody stopping by from Heavenly Fighter stream. Hi, my name is Lampy, small-time illustrator, football-sized moth. Yes, the bug is the streamer. I do a lot of drawing streams, occasional gaming streams, and sometimes a live 2D rigging streams. And today is one of those drawing streams. We're currently drawing hunts. Or horse. Hold on a second. There we go. We're drawing horse. Yes, that is rainbow puke. Yes, that is gonna be a toggle. We're also gonna be putting this horse on the Etsy and vgen page when it's finished. We're just finishing off the totally distinct, totally not Uma Musume designs. Hold on a minute. We're totally not adding the totally not Uma Musume character hairstyle right quick. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Totally not Uma Musume character hairstyle. I don't know what you're talking about. That is distinct, non-copywritten character, bronze cart. Yup, bronze cart. That is exactly bronze cart. Let me catch up with some rain right quick. But yeah, how was the stream? I hope it went well. Also, everybody got, or yeah, if you got to take care of things, go take care of those things. You never feel bad about raiding or running because that's what raids are all about. But if that's ground, I greatly appreciate that. I hope you enjoy your stay. It was fun. Nice. I'm glad to hear that. Horse indeed. If the bug is the streamer, then what is hovering behind you? Looking like it's going to attack. Oh yeah, it's going to attack at any moment. You never know. You gotta watch out for that sort of stuff. But yeah, as for the bird, there's two different stories behind that one. One, in-lore story. There's your answer right there. Outside of lore, I do live 2D rigging as commissions, or you know, I take live 2D rigging commissions as well. But I needed to show an example. In order to show that example, I needed to make a humanoid model. But I didn't want to put all that work into making a humanoid model just for it to go to waste. So I decided I'm gonna implement it into the stream. But I already have a model. That's Lampy Moth. So how do I make this work? Lore page right over there. There's your answer. Also, welcome on in there, B. Worrell. Or is it Borrell? You let me know. I showed the dust bunny you made, or I showed the dust bunny you made me. Hey, yo, thanks. I'm glad that you liked the dust bunny after all them times. Because, honestly, that was a fun project. Dust bunny is cute. You did good. Yo, thank you. I greatly appreciate that.
Join the Lampy cult today. We welcome new members.
No. No. No joining Lampy cult. Save your money. Also, thank you for the bits there, Reed. But yeah, Oral, I'm glad that you like the Dust Bunny as well. Thank you for showing off the Dust Bunny there, Heavenly. Folks, go check out Heavenly. They play a good variety of games. Really funny times. Let's give them another shout out just to be safe. Go check out Heavenly over here. They play a good variety of games. Very chill times. Very funny moments. Really great people. Just overall, really awesome folks. If you're a big fan of Warframe, you should definitely go check out Heavenly. If you're a fan of games like... Wait, you play Marvel Rivals too, right? I could swear I saw you playing either Marvel Rivals or Overwatch. It was one of those two, and I want to say Rivals. Oh, there's a cult. Can I join? No, don't join the cult. Don't join the cult. I'm trying to get rid of them. Rivals? Ah, it's Rivals. Join the Lampy cult? Don't join the Lampy cult. No, bad. Bad. No cult. The Worrell. Thank you for... Actually, feel free to let me know if I'm pronouncing that right. Thank you for the follow. I greatly appreciate it. Welcome to the Moth Brew. I hope you enjoy your stay. By the way, you're Lampy now. If you don't know what that means, don't worry about it. Join the Lampy cult? No Lampy cult. No, bad. No joining Lampy cult. Thank you. Hope you have been doing well. I have been struggling with a rooster, where I'm still getting that whole situation sorted out. It's been mitigated, but it's still a problem. But it's not as bad as before. Still driving me a little crazy, but it's not driving me up the wall anymore, so that's a plus. But yeah, outside of that, commissions. I've been working on some commissions here and there. I got all that project done. You are, but B or BW or 99 is perfectly fine. BW it is. Thank you for letting me know. Yeah, thank you for letting me know there, BW. It's probably going to get shortened to B eventually. Well, only time will tell. Also, I'm glad to hear that. Or yeah, thank you for the clarification too. I greatly appreciate that. But yeah, what was I talking about? But yeah, aside from that, I've been working on animations left and right. Oh yeah, okay. Heavenly, I don't know if you know about this part, but speaking of Live 2D, I was talking about this one for quite a while now, but I finally got a tutorial series up on the YouTube. A tutorial series about this bird actually up here. This bird model. I finally got a recording of the entire tutorial series from start to finish, from learning the basics of Live 2D cubism to head angles, hair physics, body angles, arm physics, clothing physics, toggles, and reflecting the model and exporting the entire thing so it could be VTube Studio ready. I thought I saw you doing that and bookmark them. Hey, nice. I'm glad to hear it. I hope you enjoy it. Because yeah, if there's folks that want to know Live 2D and they want to know, if they want an easier video to process, I hope these ones help. Because the main focus I wanted to do with these videos was not only teach people how to do the Live 2D rigging, but help those that struggle with the big terminology words like deformers and parameters and what's the other ones? Deform paths and all of those, and physics settings, all those terminologies that you hear that may get you looking at this and thinking, oh god, what on earth is being said? Can you say all of this stuff in English? And I'm like, yeah. So deformer is green box or red circle. Parameters are those little dials down there at the bottom. Stuff like that. So I try to explain it, and I try to simplify it so it makes a little bit of sense. And I hope that it works. If it doesn't, well, it was worth a try. Because I will definitely say, explaining things is tough. That much I have definitely learned, especially from doing that tutorial series. Explaining things can be very, very tough, especially with Live 2D, because eventually your brain kind of fries. And so, trying to do the Live 2D with a fried brain while explaining yourself gets really, really tough. but I tried my best on that, and I hope it was accomplished. Yeah. But yeah, also let's give a shout out to Mattias. How about yourself there, Heavenly? What have you been up to? I hope things have been good. I hope things have been well. But yeah, let's give a shout out to Mattias as well. Go check out Mattias. Really funny streams, really high energy, all sorts of stuff going on over there. Really good friend. Oh, folks, actually, funny story. You remember the friend that I was talking about earlier that I said, what's it called? You remember the friend that I mentioned earlier that I said that they platinumed Risk of Rain 2? And I'm looking at this like, wow, I haven't even platinumed Risk of Rain 2. Yeah, that's Mattias. Also, welcome on in there, Mega Shell. First, let's give a shout out to Ica. Speaking of animations, go check out Ica de Go-Go. They do a lot of art. They play a good variety of games. Very, very funny times over there. They also do animations. Go check them out when you get the chance. We're also going to give a shout out to Mega Shell. Thank you for the raid there, Mega. How ya be? Hope things are going well. Whew. We're catching up with everybody. We're getting there little by little, slowly but surely. Whew. That was yeah, I wasn't expecting so many people to pop up. Just run. Oh, also, folks, go check out Mega Shell. If I'm correct, if they reach 300 followers, they have to dress up in a maid outfit. Go make the maid thing happen. I should be supporting this because I'm like, I know the struggles, I know the pain. Run, Mega, run while you can. But at the same time, folks, go do the thing. But yeah. And everybody stopping by for Mega Shell's raid. Hi, my name is Lampy, small-time listener, football-sized moth. Yes, the bug is a streamer. I do a lot of drawing streams, occasional gaming streams, and sometimes I like to do rigging streams. And today is one of those gaming stream or drawing streams. Today we're currently drawing totally not Uma Musume horse. We're drawing horse that totally does not have Uma Musume hairstyle. I don't know what you're talking about. That is that is totally non-copywritten character bronze cart. Yeah, that's the name. Go check them out. But yeah, also, if you gotta take care of things, go take care of those things. Never feel bad about running on run, because that's what raids are all about. But if that's ground, I greatly appreciate that. I hope you enjoy your stay. Is that horse? That is horse. Hold on a minute. Let's zoom out right quick. That is indeed horse. And it also pukes rainbows. Hold on a minute. Let me get all the other features back onto the screen. There we go. That's horse. Originally, this is what it's supposed to look like. Hold on a minute. Let's get rid of the rainbows right quick. Let's get rid of the mouth, because it's doing a bit of a blip. Let's get rid of the mohawk. Let's get rid of the gold chip. I mean, bronze cart. Yeah, bronze cart. Let's get rid of that hat. Where is that hat? Hat. Oh, hat and trim. There we go. This is what it's going to look like at the end of the day. This is what the solid design is going to look like when we're done with it. Well, obviously with the other side in mind, but right now, yeah, right now we're only going to keep the first half. We're going to reflect everything once we're done with it all. But yeah, this is the horse model that we're going to be working on. It's going to be gray, so people are able to customize the color however they see fit. That is the #1 goal with this, is to customize the color however they want. How goes things, Lampy? Things are swell? Nice. I'm glad to hear that things are swell. But yeah. On my end, things have been going all right. I got the window fixed. I got all that set up. I've been playing a lot of Night Rain. I finished off an animation as well as a skeb. I finished off my very first skeb earlier. Earlier last week? Yeah, earlier last week. No, this week, actually. I forgot, this Friday. Happy Friday, everybody. And I plan on watching Digital Circus after the stream is done, because finally it's out. I want to see the ending. I want to see how this all turns out at the end. Also, let me catch up with something. Hold on a minute. Just running Warframe and doing IRL stuff. Our AC isn't working well, so we need them to come out and fix it because it's hot. Oh God, yeah. I hope they get that. I hope you get that AC fixed real soon, because yeah, especially in June, July, right around the corner. Oh God, that's yeah, that's not going to be a fun experience. It already sounds like it's not a fun experience as it is right now. That sounds like it's going to be a rough one. Also, support Lampy Maid outfit? No supporting the Lampy Maid. Also, Lampy, do you want to check out Warframe? Oh, let's see. If you want to check out Warframe, hit me up anytime. All right, sounds good. Sounds good. Because I already downloaded Warframe, I just have not installed it. I need to figure that one out. I need to see how on earth does a Warframe works. You know what? I feel like I should just round up some Warframe friends and it just. Oh, you know what? I got an idea for a stream. I'm gonna round up some Warframe friends and I'm just gonna have them tell me how on earth does all of this work. How do I play this thing? Backseat in time, but by fellow streamers instead of the chat. One of the rare occasions where I'm gonna be like, all right, folk, I brought these individuals here to help backseat me in Warframe because I have no idea what I'm doing. I love it. I'm glad to hear that. If you like it now, just wait. It's going to be available on the Etsy and the vgen page. I'm going to make it at a very affordable price. It's only going to be like $10 and you get yourself your very own horse that totally doesn't have Uma Musume haircut. Totally. No, what? No. That's Bronze Cart. There we go. But yeah, right now we're just finishing off that last piece, which is that little hair cup thing, or ear cup thing. We're almost there, slowly but surely. Oh, I recognize that song. I don't have the voice for it right now, but I recognize the song of "Look at my horse is amazing." Mostly because I've been talking all day, so my brain is all a little fried right now. Oh god, Twitch is doing that thing where they played ads, countdown, then plays ads again. Oh god, I'm sorry to hear that there, Mega Shell. Are you back? You let me know. Hey, Katamari, welcome on in. How you be? I hope you're having a good day there, buddy. Hey, Rikuyo. Holy cow, a lot of people are here. I hate to do this, but I need to head out and hear thunder. Oh, I need to head out. I hear thunder outside the window. You have a wonderful stream. No worries there, Heavenly. As I always like to say, streams are fun, but they also take a lot of energy. So if you gotta take care of things, go take care of those things. Never feel bad about raiding and running. You do what you gotta do. And thank you for the raid again. I greatly appreciate it. Let's give a shout out to Heavenly one more time. Go check out Heavenly Fighter. I highly recommend it. And let's also give a shout out to Katamari. How be things? I hope things be well. Go check out Katamari as well. Wait, speaking of, hold on a minute. There we go. I gotta practice what I preach. Go follow Katamari. I was looking at that for a second like, why do I never see Katamari streams? Wait a second, give me a moment. Let me find out something right quick. Now I know why. Go check out Katamari. I'm good. Just finished Amazing Digital Circus. Very good. No spoilers, though. Don't worry. I will say the ending is very nice and tied up things nicely. Good to know. Good to know. I gotta check it out soon. I want to see it. I'm just waiting for... I'm just working on the stream. Once I finish stream, I'm immediately jumping to YouTube. Like, where is the circus? Where is that circus? Hold on a minute. Where's the toggle? There we go. Just gonna be running in there. Where's that circus? Where's the circus, I tell you? Where's the circus? You know, stuff like that. Okay, so I'm out of ad limbo. Hey, welcome back there, Mega. Hope things be well. So, are you into horse girls now, or just one? I mean, who doesn't like Gold Chip? Gold Chip is an absolute meme. I mean, this isn't Gold Chip, this is Bronze Cart. This is totally this is totally distinct, non-copywritten character Bronze Cart. Totally. I mean, you could change the hair white, and you could turn that little hat brown. You could turn that little thing into brass. But that's you, not me. I totally didn't make that an option. That's if it happens, it is what it is. Outside of that, I don't know what you're talking about. Spoilers, Fortnite got Pomni and Jax. Yeah, I heard that they're in Fortnite now, and the only thing I can think is, look, wake me up when they add Kinger to Fortnite. Like Pomni and Jax? Whatever, I sleep. Hold on a minute. Yeah, Pomni and Jax? Whatever, I sleep. They add Kinger to Fortnite, that's when real things start happening, and I play again for like the one time out of, or one of the 4 times out of the entire year. Bullshit, my wife? Yeah, exactly. See, like, there's a lot of horsies from Uma Musume. Now, let's be honest. The one we all know is Gold Chip. Gold Chip is like the Pikachu of Uma Musume. Prove me wrong. Like, even if you don't know Uma Musume, even if you don't keep up with the story or the lore or the history of the actual horses, you know Gold Chip. Oh, let's see. No, you're allowed per parody law, you're fine. It's why Pow World is still alive. True. I also heard that Nintendo's lawsuit failed. Which means, you know what that means? Pokemon actually has competition. You know what that also means? Pokemon actually has to get off their butts and actually try to do something. They have to actually, you know, work to appeal to their fan base, to their market audience again. Nintendo failed the lawsuit, but they then tried to sue again. True. Also, welcome on in the Rikuyo. Gold Chip's still probably the only IRL horse I stan, thanks to Uma. Dude was a a horse, but a goat of a horse, especially with one of his kids winning the Bonk for Nerd. No. Okay, well, it depends on how much nerding. I would say, depends on how much nerding you're doing. I greatly appreciate hearing some of this nerdy stuff. So long as it's not going, how do I put it? So long as it doesn't go, so long as it's not out of context. As I will say, there are definitely some moments where it's like, we're talking about a concept or we're talking about a topic, and someone full on nerds out about that topic. I greatly appreciate that. But then there are also moments where we're talking about a completely different topic, and one person out of nowhere, no context. Yeah, no context, or no, what's the word I'm looking for? Someone out of nowhere will just pop up and just be like, hey, did you want to know this random fact that you're probably going to forget by the end of the night? No. Like, no, we're currently in this topic. We're currently talking about, I don't know, horses. But if we're talking about horses and you got information about horses, then drop all the horse information you want. But if we're talking about horses and then you pop up out of nowhere like, so did you want to know about this random information about space stations? And then they continue on about the random information about space stations. Then it's like, look, when we get to space stations, then we can talk about space stations. Also, Vanguard, thank you for the hydrate. I greatly appreciate it. Where's my water? They're trying to sue over something else now. Wait, what are they trying to sue over this time? Dang it, Nintendo. Okay, this is what's upsetting me about Nintendo. Instead of learning from their lessons and realizing, instead of trying to shut these people down, maybe we should, I don't know, make good games? Maybe that'll actually get them some actual money? And instead, they're like, no. You're making a game that's somewhat similar to ours? Okay, heavily similar to ours? But it's actually working? No, shut that down. Like, no, Nintendo, don't you see it? Just make something that works. All right, let me see. Watching the Quiz 160p right now. Hey, nice. I hope it's visually visible. Also, yes, going back to it, I agree. Gold Ship as a horse, like an actual horse, like the actual horse, Gold Ship. Dude is an absolute menace, an absolute troll, and really knows how to make a face for the camera. That horse is just as wild, even wilder than what the animes portray them to be. Like, if you thought Gold Ship and Uma Musume was crazy, look up the actual horse. Look up the actual horse, I swear to God. Yes, that horse actually did kick their jockey multiple times. Thank goodness it failed. My friend is working on a game that has catchable monsters. Oh, catchable monster waifus, and would probably have given her trouble over it. Yeah, most definitely. I mean, to be fair, Nintendo's still going to probably try. But if you're lucky, it won't have as strong of legs as it did before. I mean, Pokemon states they own all Pokemon art from fan art to the... Oh yeah, they do say that, don't they? The moral of the story, don't do Pokemon fan art. Unless Nintendo pays you. Oh, let's see. Actually, Japan doesn't have parody law, hence their aggressive behavior to combat parody of their property. And this is why we say this is bronze cart. True, but Lampy isn't in Japan, which is part of the PAL world, could be sued. If they were a Western developer, they'd be fine. Oh, interesting. Very interesting conversation here. Easier to sue and keep the people still somehow loyal. Yeah. Unfortunately, you're not wrong there, Rikuyo. It's visually interesting to say the least. You know what? That's all that matters then. That's all that matters. Looked it up. Apparently, they were gonna try to sue again, but that got rejected. Hey, let's go. Nuts to you, Game Freak. Just start making good games, Game Freak. That's all you gotta do. Nintendo, just start making good games. You know, Moth with a plan. The cool Moth lies in slander. That awesome Moth. Oh, that awesome Moth Hecker also lies in slander. I know you. The cool Moth from the planet Hoth. The Moth with the amusement park. Wait, what amusement park? Who set up an amusement park? Which one of you is that why you're selling tickets for parking? The most Moth of Moth ever. How you doing? Yo, Tiefling, how you be? Also know you. Hope things have been well. I hope things have been good on your end. All that good stuff. Lampy is parroting an Uma Musume character. No, it's not a parroting an Uma Musume character. This is a very distinct bronze cart. Very distinct bronze cart. Look, the hair is gray and everything. Everything is grayed out. That is bronze cart right there. I mean, in the original manga, they show fully... Wait, what? Yeah, I think that's a conversation we're just going to drop right there. Like, nah, we're going to leave that one alone. Law of the land is more than a saying. Ah, fair. All right, let's see. Well, if it catches Nintendo's eye, like Power World did, it will either skyrocket her name from the attention it or cripple it. It's probably going to do the former, mostly because, you know, nobody likes it when Nintendo sues. Game Freak was actually fine with Pal World and actually told Nintendo to drop it. Nintendo didn't listen. Oh, so this is a Nintendo problem. Fair enough. Good to know. No, you and life's been hectic. Sadly, but I am alive. Ah, sorry to hear that. I hope things get easier for you there, Tiefling. I hope, yeah, I hope things settle. I know that feeling. I'm trying to work on some things myself out here. I'm trying to get myself out of a current rut. And by current rut, I mean wherever it is that I live. Because originally it was fine. It was actually pretty decent. And then they built that church in front of our. They built that church in between the two houses that I live in. And then my brother got a dog that doesn't shut up in the morning. And then the rooster on the other side. Yeah, I need to get out of here. Oh, I need to get out of here. That's the number one thing. That's tungsten submarine right there. Yeah, exactly. Tungsten submarine. That's Subway sandwich. Yeah. No, not Subway sandwich. That's a different lawsuit right there. Yeah, tungsten submarine. Let's go with that. Oh my God, I looked it up. Technically, if you played Uma Musume game and accepted their TOS, if you made not safe for work art, they could technically sue for that. Otherwise, you are fine. In fact, the devs of the game and the creator of the manga and anime has shared lots of fan art. So what you're saying is, so long as I don't make not safe for work content, and I've never played the game, I'm golden. Good. Thank God I never played the game and don't make not safe for work content. Perfect. Where's my music? And yeah, we're in the clear. We're in the golden. Nice. Also, I'm currently trying to find a name. There we go. Let's lurk over there for a minute. All right, let me see. Well, actually, first, let me finish this off. I will catch up with the reading once I am done with this part, because it is right there. We are nearly finished with this entire thing. It's just that I need to add the lighting to this. I need to add the lighting to this little bronze thing right here. We need to put the sharpness of the brush to 0. Make the brush a little bit smaller. And add big shine right here. And then get our brush, 100% sharpness. Because this is supposed to be a little metallic, I think. So we do want to make a little bit of a brighter shade right here. Boom, place that right there. Get our smudge tool. Really blend that in here. Oh, whoops. Okay, put the transparency lock on that first, then we start smudging everything. And then I will catch up with the reading once I am finished with adding this lighting effect. Let's put this back at 100% opacity and add the highlight across here. And maybe a little bit over here, but we're also going to put this brush at 30% opacity. Let's hide the front of the hair. Get our smudge tool again. Blend that in. Get our brush, 30% opacity, and put that right on the edge of this trim for the ear cup. I don't know what it's actually called, so I'm just going to call it an ear cup until I know better. And even then, probably going to forget and default back to ear cup. So there we go. That is the detail on said ear cup. We're all set with that. We're not going to put any distinct details for obvious reasons. Alright, let me catch up with some things. Also, welcome on in there, Dino Seeker. How you be? How am I? We're doing alright. Just been working on some animation stuff. We're getting there little by little. Slowly but surely. I heard that even if Nintendo won the case against Power World, they would get a measly 30k in yen. Really? Why only 30k? Thanks, homie. Been trying to find new work and push my own stuff in the meantime. Always a smart move, always a smart move. Push your work if you can't find it. Or while you're working on while you're looking for work, push your own work. Which reminds me, I need to do that. Speaking of which, folks, did you know we have Lampy plushies? Oh, it's not there anymore. Yeah, did you know we got Lampy plushies? Did you know we got Lampy 3D printed figures? Like you could see, where is it? It should be at the bottom right corner right there. Yes, we're doing some shameless promotion right quick. There it is. You see that Lampy plushie in the bottom left corner and that Lampy printed figure? Did you know, ignore the price that you saw right there. Did you know that you get the Lampy plushie for 20 bucks? And the figure for 10? Like I said, ignore those images. Ignore the prices that you see on the bottom screen there. They were kind of outdated. But yeah, you could find Lampy plushies for 20 bucks. You could find Lampy figures for 10 bucks. Over there on the fourth wall page, it is on the pinned comment at the top. You can even find Lampy mug, or yeah, you can even find mugs and hoodies and all that good stuff, and even stickers, if you feel like it. Or if you wanted Lampy related merch, you could find that over there in the fourth wall page. I'm trying to promote that more because I feel like I failed to promote that very often. So I'm like, you know what? I should start shilling that thing more. Let people know merch there. Because there's some times where people are like, wait, there are plushies? Like, right, I should probably let people know more about that. Yeah. Alright. Let me catch up something. I still personally disagree on the gold chip being more of a menace in IRL than in UMA. I mean, they are comparable, but gold chip was also an actual beast IRL. There is a reason he had that 12 billion yen bet on him to begin with. Dude had a spree you'd expect from his grandpa's heritage. Oh, I never said that gold chip wasn't like one of the top horses. I'm just saying that he was a menace IRL, or more of a menace IRL. It didn't mean that he didn't make a big win. Again, if I'm correct, a lot of people, last I remember, what they said about gold chip to this day was, despite everything that he was doing, despite all the nonsense that he pulled, some people speculate that gold chip never really truly went all out when it came to some of these races. Like, no one ever really got to see gold chip at their absolute peak, mostly because, you know, that was the type of horse that never really tried. They either did or they didn't. There was no try. Yes, Star Wars reference right there. Oh, yes, but because you haven't played the game, you aren't tied to the not safe for work clause. You could make all the not safe for work art you want. That's true, I could. I'm not going to, but I could. Well, there's an in-joke fandom that if you make not safe for work of the horses, they send the Yakuza to you. Okay, I have seen that one online. I didn't understand why people are like, don't you dare make the not safe for work of the horses. Like, wait. I thought people would have wanted that. Like, I'm surprised. One of the few fandoms where they're like, don't you dare do it. Like, huh. That is a wild situation right there. I'm doing good. Helped a friend with their PC in infinite loading loop. When it turned on by installing Windows 11. Also decided to go bald for the first time. What's it like being bald? Like, no, legitimately, what's it like being bald? Like, how does it feel? Like, I have not gotten to that point. I know eventually I'm going to get to that point where I'm just going to be like, you know what? No point in keeping all this. No point in keeping the hair anymore. It's time to get rid of whatever's left. Yo, EB, welcome on in. How you be? Hope you're having a good day, everybody. I'm dreading the day that finally happens, but I'd rather just get rid of it all instead of just have that stuff in the back or a comb over. Because I'm like, look, if I have to comb over my hair, it's time to accept the fact that it's over. Or if I'm holding on to like a rat tail in the back, and that's all that's there, it's time to accept that. It's time to let it go. It's time to just give it up. Basically, I'm going to put it like this. Y'all ever seen Paul Heyman from WWE? Have you seen his haircut? if you've seen Paul Heyman's hair from WWE, the way I'm looking at it is, if that is how my hair looks eventually, I might as well just let it go, because I'm just holding on to scraps. I'm hanging on for dear life. It's time to let it go. Paul heckin' Heyman? Yeah, exactly. If it's the Paul Heyman haircut, if I have Paul Heyman hair, I'm just gonna shave the rest of it off. There's no saving it there. It's time for the what's his name said in it's time for what Armstrong said. It's time to pull it out by the root. It's time to give it up. Okay, maybe not the burn it down part. Oh, we know Goldship really didn't. When he retired to be a stud, doctors found out he was in the condition you'd only see a horse that barely raced. Yeah, exactly. See, that's what I mean. He either did or he didn't. He never tried. Donate to Lampy Moving Fund. Look, we'll talk about that one next month. Well, yeah, actually, I'm hoping to do some fundraising next month to help me get closer to moving out of here, because honestly, I want to get out of here. We're still looking for places, but yeah, I also, in the meantime, while we're looking for places, I need to save up. And that's my game plan, is to save up. And then pretend I don't know nobody. No, I'm kidding about the last part. That part's just a meme. Don't worry about it. Of course, ads pop up as soon as I try to bring that part up. Okay, whatever. All right, we're going to try to catch him with the thing. Rat, indeed. Oh, someone redeemed Rat. Oh, thank you for reminding me. You know what? While the ads are going on, where's Rat? God, so many things are going. How do people keep up with this? Rat. Which, by the way, folks, you see this rat on the screen. It is available on the Etsy and the Coffee page at a very, very affordable price. It's only $10 and you get your very own rat model. No, wait. Yeah, vgen and Etsy. That's where you can find it. It can also be a chinchilla. You want a chinchilla? Chinchilla available on the Etsy page. There you go. And before we go, before we put the rat back on, or back down there, we gotta do one more thing. Rat. There we go. Anyway, let's toss Rat down here. Why is Lampy shrinking? It's supposed to be the rat. Hold on a minute. There we go. All right, we're all set again. Whew. Thank you for redeeming Rat there, EB. Feels good when the water and the air touches your free head. Interesting concept. I gotta look into that more now. Bald head, free hair, or lack of hair, and the wind hitting, the wind hitting your bald head. That actually does sound like an experience right there. I'm not gonna lie. I got a wolf cut. Wait, what's a wolf cut? Anyone with the Heyman hair needs an ECW cap to go with it. Oh my god, actually, yeah, that's true. Thank you for the stretch, the hydrate, and the posture check. Yeah. Yeah. I'm not bald, but I got an undercut. What's an undercut? It's calm. Nice. Yeah, what's an undercut? All right, let's see. So I think with all of that, we actually got everything that we needed. Where is it? Where is it? There it is. So we got the ears, we got the body, we got the mouth, we got the legs, we got the eyes, we got the 3 different haircuts, which is totally not Uma Musume haircut. No, I don't know what you're getting from. We got regular base hair, or regular base horse hair. Hold on a minute. We're gonna get rid of that. We're gonna get rid of that. We're gonna put the hair. Where is it? Hair front. There we go. We got base horse hair. We got mohawk. Where's mohawk? Yeah, there we go. Horse mohawk. And we got bronze cart haircut. Yeah. This isn't supposed to be here anymore. Ear. Actually, hold on a minute. We actually got to take ear cup. And we got to merge those layers. Where on earth did ear cup go? That's back ear, and it should be somewhere further up. Ah, here we are. That's the one. We got to take these two layers, merge them together. And we could actually get rid of the sketch. Although, before we get rid of that sketch, hold on a minute. I do want to do one thing. Well, one, hide that. Two, put the regular base model together. Where is it? Get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that. There we go. So, here we are. Now, we're going to take all these layers, and we're going to put them in a group. All of them in one big group. Oh, yeah, and last but not least, we got the rainbow barf. Why? Because I think it's funny. Anyway, we are going to take all of these layers, merge them together. Well, not merge them, but put them in a group. Because I did want to bring up one last thing. Folks, always remember, when it comes to sketches, never worry about what the sketch looks like. Just worry about getting the paper onto, or getting the idea onto the paper or onto the canvas, whatever medium you're using. Just get the concept onto the canvas. Do not worry about perfecting it at the start. Just get the idea, put it on the thing. After that, that is when you can go and fix it up. I always want to leave the sketch there to show this is where we started, in case anyone's wondering, like, holy cow, how did you get to that point? This is where we started. This looks very, very scuffed. This looks very, very sketched. There's a lot of flaws that you could see in there, but that is okay. Because, like I said, it's not about making it look good. It's about getting it onto the paper. Or onto the canvas. After you get the concept onto the canvas, then you can clean it up. I always want to put that there. I always want everyone to know that. But yeah, I'm going to catch up with the reading, and then we're going to be calling it a night. I was going to do some live 2D rigging, but it is getting pretty late, and I want to watch Digital Circus, so I'll probably be back on Sunday with Elden Ring. We'll continue on from there. In the meantime, let's catch up with some reading. Howdy, howdy, howdy. Howdy there, EB. Hope things be good. Okay. So we caught up with that. Paul Heyman, Wolf Cut. Undercut. I don't know how to describe it. Google probably is best way to see. Alright, let me see. Wait. I think I know the Wolf Cut. The Wolf Cut is like the one where they got the hair on the side, or yeah, where they cut the hair on the sides, right? No. Wolf Cut is the one with the feather. I think I remember that one. I actually had to draw a plushie model with the Wolf Cut. Fair enough. It's like a shaggy layered mullet, I think. Oh, yeah. Okay, I remember now. Undercut is shaved. Oh, undercut is shaved head under long hair. So when you pull it up to the sides, they are shaved, and it's to keep cool during the summer. Oh. So that's how undercuts work. Okay, makes sense. Yo, Nekomata, welcome on in. Let's give a shout out to Nekomata. How you be? I hope things are going well. Go check out Nekomata. They play a good variety of games. Very funny people. And big shout outs to Nekomata for this art piece right here. Hold on a minute. They commissioned me to make a very, very cursed and awesome design. Let me go find that artwork right quick. Here we are. It should be around here somewhere. Nekomata. There it is. They commissioned me to make this. Yes, that is a Waffle House in a very ominous woods. Go check out Nekomata. I highly recommend it. And thank you for the opportunity to work on this again. I greatly appreciate that. All right, let's see. Just to cap off the Nurge with a double check, Gold Ship's the first of the only 3 horses to go, or yeah, to back-to-back wins. Oh, to back-to-back win the, I was going to call that the Yakuza. Tarazuka? No, wait. Yeah, Takarazuka. Or Takarazuka. Keenan. The most recent was his son who made a father and son record. That is one heck of a horse right there. I have very curly hair, so it was great. Oh, wait, which one? Oh, the undercut. Yeah. Wait. Amazing Digital Circus is out? Yeah, it just came out today. Go watch it. Go. That's what I'm about to do. I like crew cut. Ah, fair. You know what? Fair and reasonable. I'm sorry there, Mech. I gotta refund you on that one. We're actually gonna be heading on out real soon. Because we just finished off Haunts. Haunts is almost done. Welcome on in there, Mech. I hope things have been well, though. I'm doing good, Lampy. Also, thank you for the shout out. Just wanted to check out the art. Oh, then yeah, you're just in time. I'm going to be adding all of the toggles later. Next time I get back to this art, we're going to be doing the live 2D rigging. We're going to be working on the eye. We're going to be working on the legs, the tail, the hair, the whole dang thing. The head, the tail, the whole damn thing. Yeah. Wolf cut, I mean. Oh, curly hair wolf cut. Interesting concept. Huh. Curly hair wolf cut. And bet I'm gonna watch that before bed. Yeah. Most definitely. It's a normal Waffle House. That is indeed a normal Waffle House. Seems like there's people fighting. Oh yeah, that is definitely normal. Okay, Dino Seeker. I don't know if you know this, but look up Waffle House on YouTube. You're probably gonna see a lot of videos of. Yeah. Well, maybe next time? That's fair. If you like, you can also remind me to put crispy bacon onto the stream without a redeem. Just let me know, like, hey, you remember the one from yesterday? Well, I'm calling in the favor. And then I'll put the crispy bacon on the screen. It looks great so far. Can't wait to see the final piece. Yeah. Just wait till you see this thing move. It's gonna be crazy. Not natural curls. The ladies at the salon was so mad I cut it. 30 inches down to 11. Oh, yeah, I can see why they'd be mad about that. Every time I got in a Waffle House, I never saw people fighting. It was always chill. It depends on where you go for Waffle House sometimes, I think. All right, we're gonna save. We're gonna delete the background because we don't need it no more. We're gonna delete the sketch because we don't need it no more. We're just gonna save that. And we are going to be calling it a night. I will be back again on Sunday for... Yeah, I will be back again on Sunday for Elden Ring. In the meantime, we are going to see who is on at this hour. We actually got a lot of people on at this hour. The real question is, who do we drop everybody off with? That's the real question right now. I'm not going to lie. I see someone playing Destiny 2. Wait, what's this? Special event? Yeah, we're gonna go with Destiny 2. Because you know what? I don't usually get to raid Lack of Bones very often. I want to drop people off with a Lack of Bones. You know what? Without context, that sounds very, very cursed. I want to drop people off with a Lack of Bones. Like, what happened to the bones? Don't worry about it. Shh. Anyway, let's raid on out. Drop you folks off over here. Which, by the way, folks, thank you all for stopping by. If you would like to support the channel, what you can do is check out the links page. Or if you want to keep up with the channel, if you want to find out when we stream, what we're streaming, what sort of art we're doing, what sort of art we just finished, you can catch up with us in the... Yeah, you can catch up with us through the links page. And if you would like to support, we have affordable models on the Etsy page and the vgen page. We have Lampy plushies, Lampy figures, Lampy mugs and t-shirts and hoodies over on the fourth wall page. We also, if you or someone you know is looking for emotes, assets, character sheets, character concepts, live 2D models, both big and small, whether it just be the art or the rig, you can either, or animations, you can either contact me directly or go to the vgen page. Every little bit helps because it keeps the roof over my head and it keeps the internet on. And always remember, you're all awesome in your own way, as you folks make these streams and this community what it is. It's awesome chatting with you folks, cracking jokes, brainstorming, all that good stuff. And if you lurk, that's great too. But the fact that you took the time out of your day to have this bug rambling on, And drawing in the background means more to me than you could possibly imagine. And don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Also, here's the raid message. Fonts. That is our raid message. It's just that. Use those emotes if you have them. Use whatever emotes you have if you don't. And I will see you all on Sunday. I'll take care now. Laters. Also, treat bones with respect. Show them support. All that good stuff.